Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back. We are live on Marital Prestige. I hope you guys are doing well. My name is Ola, coming to you live from my Empire Pro Studios. Do me a favor as you're coming in, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified whenever we go live. Shout out to my sponsors: Mo Fresh, Life with Natu, Adesua, Film Girl, Open Floor by Tima, Gore's Corner, D-Love 3000, Yes TV, and Chidima. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing well. As you're coming in again, do me a favor, hit the like button, turn up your notifications so you're notified whenever we go live. Now, we do have some free books that we want to offer you. If you are working with a relationship, you want to learn how relationships work and things like that, please go ahead and download them absolutely for free from Marital Prestige. All right, go ahead and go to maritalprestige.com. You can download the books absolutely for free from there. You can see that on the screen. These are the books right here. Get My Marriage Back, Number One Red Flag. Shout out to everybody who was hanging out with me in the afternoon. I had a short 30 minutes live session in the afternoon. Thank you. It was very impromptu, but I had fun doing that. So we do have another session here today, our regular. Basically what we do here is talk about relationships. We pull life and relationship lessons from trendy topics, and we attack them from a self-power, social seduction, attraction, and emotional intelligence standpoint. That means we leverage time, we leverage the power of influence, right, to get what we want in life. All right. And we find that that's what's more sustainable. You create lasting solutions if you're dealing with the situation from a relationship standpoint. But yeah, thank you. Do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified. Let's use that. Let's ping other people into the room right now. Let's ping everybody else into the room and let's get it going. And yeah, I'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Lola.
And this is Ola from Marital Prestige.
Did you know that nearly 50% of marriages end in divorce?
Studies also show that children raised in two-parent households tend to thrive.
If you're struggling in a broken relationship or marriage, you're not alone in facing these challenges.
But having a solid support system is crucial. We offer evidence-based relationship and marriage resources and coaching to help you navigate the difficult times.
Don't just wing it. Learn the principles that work.
Download our 2 free books and book your complimentary coaching session now at manofprestige.com. All right, welcome back. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. Do bad girls like Saida and Vivica Fox end up with lasting marriages? Let's talk about this. This was a conversation that came up in the afternoon while I was also hanging out in Auntie B's chat in the afternoon a little bit after the short show that I had, and this conversation came up. And I was like, I see where this conversation is going. What do I do with this? I didn't know what to do with it. I did a little back and forth, and I just like, you know what? I yield. I was like, you're right.
You're right.
Yeah, I just like, because I find that people want, I think we're all obsessed with generalized solutions. We just want to make it easy. I get it. We want like a very quick, straight to the point answers. That's the answer right there. We have a hard time with the idea that anything that's worthwhile in life requires work. It takes work. But I have a question. There's a girl called Saida, but she's an influencer now. A bunch of people are influenced by her, even when they claim they're not being influenced by her. So it's kind of funny today. This conversation actually proved that she's absolutely influencing people's talk. to the point that people are now concluding that only bad girls are getting husbands and they are ending up in lasting marriages. The good girls earlier on Auntie B's platform were saying, oh, the guys don't want the good girls. And it's funny, men also tend to talk like that. Let me tone down the thing a little bit. Men also tend to think that, you know, like women don't want good guys, right? So sometimes we do say Mr. Nice Guys finish last, depending on what we are talking about, right? So I see that this is a real struggle. But who is Saida Budge? Let me first of all play this video for you. This girl essentially was on Honest Bunch and was saying a lot of stuff. She was saying lots and stuff, including she will bill in talking stage. If she talks to you in the morning, she will bill you by the evening, and everything seemed to be all about money for her. Okay, she even talked to the point that she said for 20 million naira, maybe about equivalence of about $20,000, people can come between her legs one time. Now she thought that was expensive, but I made that clear in the afternoon that that's actually cheap. If you can have a price on it, that is cheap. That's just being cheap. But I want to play some of those videos for you right now, and then we'll take it from there. Let me see. I think, hey, let's look at this one. There you go.
To any length to get in between your legs.
Yeah.
If they see that it's money that you want,
If you can spend up to
And
like
they will
20
invest-
million a
and
week, you can go through my legs. You can go through anywhere. 20 million, 50 million,
You
that's
can go
money.
through anywhere.
so
Do you
they can,
understand?
they can sleep with you if they can spend up to 20 million.
One time wouldn't hurt.
One time
One time
wouldn't
a
hurt.
week.
Exactly,
hurt.
one time wouldn't hurt.
You heard
Now,
it.
I want to ask you this question.
And the guy
again.
will do all the work.
Jesus.
All the
Just be
work.
lying there.
Exactly. He's gonna do all the work.
Some guys will go to any length to get in between your legs.
Yeah.
If they see that it's money that you want,
If you can spend up to
And they
like
will
20
invest-
million a
and
week, you can
wait.
go through my legs. You can go through anywhere. 20 million, 50 million,
You can
that's
go
money.
through anywhere.
so
you
they,
understand?
can go, they can sleep with you if they can spend up to 20 million.
One time wouldn't hurt.
One
One time
time
of
A
Wouldn't
week.
with you,
Exactly,
wouldn't hurt.
one time wouldn't hurt.
Let's
Now, I
bring
want to
everybody
ask you
else
this
into the
question.
room.
And the guy
Again.
will do all the work. All
You
the
just be
on top.
lying there.
Exactly. He's gonna do all the work.
Some guys will go to any length to get in between your
All right,
legs.
so it's true. Some guys will go to any length to get even like, let's not cap, even regular men. Okay, I know in some other contexts I say weak men or simps. So like, let's listen. Any man will want to smash if all is going to cost is money. Any man will smash if they have the money, right? So if they find you attractive, she's an attractive young girl. Okay, but this is not really about her. It's about the ideas that this kind of rhetoric will give birth to. Okay, so now we have people saying, well, men want her anyway. What did I say? I said earlier on Auntie B show, I said, I'm trying to remember what I said. I said men will smash, but an average man typically don't want this. Average, typically same thing. Average men will not want this. Okay, I try to there's only so much you can put in a text, right? But I try to elaborate by saying I said average and want this. Those are two different things from the reality. The reality is that a lot of men will end up marrying this kind of person for an array of multiple different reasons. Even if that wasn't the intention, at least she'll get impregnated by somebody if they get too comfortable, if they have kerewa. If they have sex, somebody will impregnate, right? And they might say to, like, you know what, I like you anyway. Let's just kind of be together. Oh, you're kind of fun, all right? Or guess what? She might actually have a personality different from what you see on the actual surface in public on a social media. She might just be catching cruise. Do I think it's healthy? No. Do I think personality is bigger than whatever she paints on the social media? Yes, absolutely. Okay, you can have a personality, and when I engage you in person, energy wise, I might just be like, I don't care what you put out there. It's very simple. Let me see who's in the chat area. Welcome Natu, welcome Marriott. I told you I'm going to be starting on time. I want to, okay, but we're here. But shout out for you for being here on time. Shout out to Marriott and Natu. Thank you. Help me hit the like button though. So the question I'm asking is, do bad girls like Saida Budge and Vivica Fox end up with lasting marriage? I'm still talking about Saida Budge now. Okay? I'm still talking about Saida Budge now. So this is what she said, that everybody was going wild. Someone say, if I spend 1 million to knock this one, then suppose jail me, Aje, Loriro. Now that's it. That's when they start to cap. Okay, some of them will smash if they have the opportunity. That's the reality. But let's take the conversation beyond just surface level black and white, right? No, it is not. Like, it's not as simple as do bad or good girl end up with good or bad people. I know we're obsessed with simplifying relationship to as simple as, hey, you're a good person, you just deserve a husband who is a good person. Sorry, there's more to it. If it was that simple, everybody would just be good. Think about it, right? If the formula is just that simple, everybody would just be good now. So what else is there? Hey, let's talk. Good question. Let's talk. But before we get into that, check this out. Okay, so that's that one. She said if we can spend up to 20 million naira a week, we can work out together. That means we can have sex together. She said you can enter anywhere. That's her words, right? All right. So now, before they actually release the video, look at what she did to this chick right here. This girl, right? Her name is what's her name? Oh, that worry girl. Okay, she's also a comedian, a skit maker, and things like that, right? But look at this girl's mouth. Let's
like you have a personal issue with me. Like you want the troll person. I dislike when chickens get involved in lion fights. You know, not everybody is normal. So I will assume your sense of reasoning skips your head when you were writing the stuff. Very war girl like this. It appears you have a lot to say to me. When you and your, in quotes, other fake life celebrities play your games, I live in my reality and I justify my being by...
Well, what means ugly? She's calling a fellow skit maker or influencer Wawa ugly.
Being who I am. Listen, I define myself 100 times clear in a way that chickens like you can never do. Girl, I state what I want the way I want it. Because say I like money, they pepper you for body. I mean, you feel like saying those small boys so they follow up and down for eye fitness. Those small boys so they touch your body or your freeze.
Okay, so that's a mouth like a lethal weapon, right? Now again, that's just social media. Can she get away with it? Yes. Is it just because she's a bad girl? No. There's more to that story. We're not going to keep it just that simple because, number one, it's not that simple, right? It can be that simple if you just relax. Let's calm down. Let's talk about the biggest variable of all, emotions, okay? The biggest variable of all, emotions, how people feel when you're around them in person. Can it be? Can she lose opportunities in the future because she has a mouth like a little weapon on the internet? Yes. Can she actually, that same sassy mouth you use to attract a man and then flip it on that man? Yes. Is that fair? It's up to you. If you think it's unfair, you're right.
Well, you're right.
So I know we like to keep it as simple as to good people, bad people. Good men think they deserve a good family. There's no need to learn anything. Emotional intelligence, I'm a good man, you should just be there. Good girls are saying, well, I went to church all day long, I should deserve a husband. Saida Budge does not deserve a good husband. Why? Because she run her mouth. You don't even know her like that. All right? We're talking, we're getting somewhere. The conversation is bigger than any one angle, any one layer. Okay? The conversation is bigger. Please help me hit the like button. I'll continue. Let me leave that on the screen as a matter of fact while we'll continue the conversation. You know, people are not used to this time, but I had to push it earlier on. So help me hit the like button to ping them to the room. All right. Let's keep going. All right. So here's a video here. So she dragged that girl. Here's another dragging. Let's see. Okay, this guy said EFCC needs to, EFCC is like Nigerian's FBI, I think. EFCC needs to invite her to their office. Some rapper Eriga calls for the arrest of influencer Saida. Is it Saida or Saida? I don't know. For saying the man has to spend 20 million on her. Okay. So I will carry 20 million naira, $20,000 about that equivalent, and give you Ashawo because of Toto. When everybody get access to, okay, so he's saying everybody have access to her private area. So why would she take that kind of money and pay her, right? Say you will talk wherever you work for Lagos very soon. Okay, so you will tell on yourself wherever you work. I don't think this girl does that kind of work. I think she sees cruise, she sees attention. Attention is like drugs, and especially I'm giving her extra attention right now. Check it out. It's like drugs. So especially if it comes with money, it is what it is. I just want you to be aware of that. But yet, those rhetoric are dangerous, because even when you feel like, after all, I'm not going to go sleep with man for 20 million naira, there are little small things you're internalizing that becomes your reality. Things like, I guess it means I have to be a bad girl before I can find a good husband. Is it that simple? No, it is not that simple. Okay, if you try to be what you are not, it will work even worse. It will be worse for you. Okay, because that's not who you are. Okay, what I see for the most part is a personality translating to something that may actually work against her. Okay, a sassy girl, she has mouth like a little weapon, and she's getting some money with that right now. Who's gonna stop her? Right? It's not you, because you're entertaining it, and you're also saying, hey, after all, bad girls, they get the best husbands. After all, they can live forever after inside of a marriage. Is it really that simple? No, it's not. Can she live forever after inside of marriage? Yes, but it will not be because she's a bad girl. It's not that simple. That's all I'm saying. Let's keep going. Them suppose arrest every man that this were a that's I'm trying to translate. They're supposed to arrest every man when they this were a DM. They send 500k, because what the hell? First of all, I don't believe any man is giving her 500,000 naira. Not yet, at least. I think there's a guy out there who is willing to smash. How much does she want? 20 million naira. I better give it to her. Go and bring her. I don't think she's that girl. I don't think she knows what she's calling on herself too. But I could be wrong. It doesn't matter. It's not about her, right? Somebody with a big shoe, no feet pay makeup artist. So he said the girl cannot pay for makeup artist. She's doing her own makeup and stuff like that. But you know,
some guys will.
She has a response to that. Let me play the response for you. If she sees attention, she sees that you have a little small clout, she will respond to you. Because again, like I tell you, attention is like drugs. Let me get this thing open here so I can monitor. Hold on 1 second. All right. So yes, today we're talking about toxic marriage. We're going to talk about FFK as well. All right. Listen to this.
You way of fame, no pass worry bother. Excuse me, what is your name again? You know, this is like the third time you are calling me smart boy, savage king, chess. The rate at which you have been seeking my attention, it seems you want to revive your dead career so bad. You know, all those things you said about my makeup, what else, my shoes. They are things you say when you cannot call someone ugly. Obviously, my shoes cannot fit you, because I am not a dwarf like you who wears size 10. Somebody tell me, when did doing your own makeup become a broke thing to do? I beg you, make una help me. Can you remind me when I told your father that everything I wore was designed?
Okay, so she just called his father. Okay, all right, now that guy came for her. Okay, if you come for this kind of girl, she will come back for you. It is what it is. That's fair, right? Let's keep going.
Designer. I know the fake she. If I dey drive for road, I see okay where I like, I go park by. I wear things because they are beautiful and looks good on me, not because I want to impress people. Like bro, even this is not gold. But little man, I've got money in my account that can feed your family.
She just called him little man. If you engage this woman at all, she can call you little man, or even me self fit collect. Just so you know, especially how much more if you are calling her weary and all this kind of stuff. Let's keep going.
Family for 100 years and more. You said, and I quote, why would you pay 20 million for Toto Day everywhere, Abi? If your wife Toto Day everywhere. And
oh, there you go. So if she have access to your wife picture and she finds a way she can drag your wife and you come for her, she'll come for you. So is that fair? It's fair. It's internet. She's not your wife. You're not a husband. It's just internet, Abi. Let's keep going.
They taste like soup with them warm. My pose is the definition of...
The main question is, are men attracted to this? Can a man be so attracted to this, want to smash, but beyond that, when I say smash, want to have sex with her, beyond that, pay for it, beyond that, marry her and give her 5 million naira, about, I don't know, $10,000 or so every month, just because she's beautiful? Can a man do that? The answer is yes. Sorry, okay? Is it just because she's bad? That's the question that needs to be answered. Okay? Just like you have lame woman, you have lame men. No, we don't have lame anybody, sorry. Just like you have lame rhetoric coming from just like you have lame rhetoric, sorry, I meant lame as in like they're not true, okay? Just like you have that coming from men, good men and good women, you have it coming from good men and good women. They're the same thing, okay? You get the gist, okay? There is more to the conversation. That's where I'm getting at here. It's not as simple as you're not attracting what you want because you're a good person. Stop. Okay, stop it. Stop it. That is your angle to conclude that you don't need to learn anything.
Stop the cap.
There's more for all of us to learn. There's always more for all of us to learn. Let's keep going. So now she's dragging this guy's wife. I don't know if he has a wife.
Premium pussy. People where on start together don't blow past you. Little man is feeling big with his 2-inch brain. Dwarf
Little man.
reasoning. Now the same reason why they rotate for the same spot since.
It's called sign language. Shame, insult, guilt needs to be tripped. She's not addressing anything that he said, although he was insulting too. But she's just throwing insult right back. Now, you have to be a certain type of person to be able to insult other people. It's a certain, I didn't call you any name, or you're a certain type of person. Can that be attractive? Welcome to the real world. Yes. Even on the side of men and man, women tend to find it attractive when a man is not just some holier than thou, is always walking a straight line. Women tend to find that attractive. The spiciness of it all. It's not boring. Just as much as you like certainty, security, you like varieties. You want, like, shock me sometimes, right? This is the human brain. This has nothing to do with church or club. Shout out to the auntie who came to tell us about club earlier on. I did club a lot too. This has nothing to do with that. You like spiciness? It is what it is. Now, is sharp mouth good enough all by itself? No, it is not. Is being a good church girl good enough by itself? No, it is not. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to tell you it is enough. This is the real world. Look around you. You're not just going to come out of being a church girl at the age of 26 and say, I've been a good girl. They're all getting with the bad girls. It's not that simple. This is, if you're, the only thing you're telling me is you're coconut head at that point in time. That's it. You're not open. You're not open-minded to learning anything new. And it's no wonder. Let's keep going.
2010. You not blow past the way you did. You know if you blow past the way you did. You want to follow drag celeb so you go feel among. Even my.
She just called herself celeb. That's I yield. Okay, she's a celeb. I'll give that to her. I yield at that point in time. But I wanted to make that point for all my sisters, because I know all of you are good people, and you're looking for great results. If you're looking for great results, you need game. You need skills. Especially if you've counted for so long on your righteousness. Your righteousness in the eyes of God is inside of Potok. Gentlemen, being a good guy, I've told you that always, it's not good enough. Not to play this game. Why are you calling it a game? Are we playing a game with people's mind right now? Welcome to the real world. This is all a game. You better know what you're doing. If it was as simple as calling people out, and one of the first things that Auntie said to me is like, I know moral, but I was not talking about moral, but I didn't have the time to come on the stage. No, moral is so far from what I'm talking about. I'm talking about game. You need to know what you're doing. You need to understand behind the scenes what's going on beyond people are just doing the right thing. What is going on at an emotional level when you're dealing with people, when you are around them? How do you make them feel? Do they feel entertained? Do they feel entertainment? Do they feel good feelings? If they don't feel that, I'm sorry. They're going to drag you, especially if they're in the middle of a funk. They will drag you with that's just what it is. Now, can you end up around the corner and then you see a Saida boy and it's like, this Saida boy has a husband, they've been together for 12 years. What do? You conclude, based on what you knew about her in high school, you say like, bad girls are ending up with good husbands, Joe. Says who? So what do you do? What do we do with that? So okay, I guess you cannot do anything about changing your results if your results are good. What do we do with that information? Okay, I think there's a word called defeatist. Like you feel defeated. I don't want you to feel that. There's always something you can do. There's always more you can learn about the game of life. It's never as simple as black and white. That's the point. I know we are hungry for that black and white. Just give us cutthroat, and here's the cutthroat, okay? There's black and white on one side, and there's all types of rainbow color on the other side. That's black and white for you. No, it's not black and white on the other side. No, there's all kind of shades of color in between. Okay? And there's a strength that you have, regardless if you're good or bad. I could care less about that. That's between you and God. There's a strength that you bring to the table. If you haven't identified it yet, you will struggle. And then you look on what you think is the other side, and you say, well, it must be because they are that side. The grass always seems greener on the other side. It's called the grass is greener on the other side syndrome. But it seems it's not. It's because they are watering it. If Saida boy end up with a husband, they are lasting for 50 years together. She did something correctly. That's why. You might not be previewed to know what that is. She got it right. Is it because she's beautiful? No, that's not true either. Beauty can only go so far. We see it. Yes, men are visual. We love it. But once you open your mouth like this, and I spent about 2 days with you, I will determine if I want to move forward or not, regardless of how beautiful you are. Sometimes there are men, even those ones with Miss Nya sometimes, right? They are with a person who is not all that good looking, in their opinion, but then they start having a conversation, they fall in love. It happens all the time. Well, maybe she opened Nyash immediately. Not necessarily true. You don't know anything. You have no idea what happened there. But I'm telling you right now, the most powerful thing in all of this is our emotions. And the only thing you can control is your personality. Your personality. How do you do that if you're not self-aware? Be self-aware. What is your strength? What is it? Have you paid attention? What is it that people love the most about you when they're around you? Those are your leverage points. Spend some more time on nurturing those, whatever those things are. Take some time to learn what those things are. Okay? So no, it's not good enough. There's this video I wanted to play for you. Let me play it real quick. Vivica Fox.
About what else you're wanting. Are you dating?
Yeah.
How's it going?
I'm wanting to date.
Yeah.
It's limited resources out there, right?
Yes.
Because I'm not getting on an app.
No, why? You're just not into
I'm
that.
old fashioned. I'm like, I need to meet you and sparks happen and stuff like that. Because I just believe people make up stories saying who and what they are.
Yeah, exactly.
And
What are you looking for at this stage, this point?
a partner.
Yeah.
And when I say a partner, I want someone that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
That's not intimidated.
About what
She wants
else
somebody that's going to be,
wanting.
she wants
Are you
partner.
dating?
Not intimidated by who and what I am.
Yes.
That likes to travel.
Yeah.
Gonna let me go shopping.
I feel like you just spoke it into existence.
I hope so, girlfriend.
I feel like you
So
just
you
spoke-
got, and I'm taking applications.
Oh,
so
you know,
if you got a friend.
Okay,
I'm good.
We'll be all.
And I don't discriminate. He can be. I'm not against different nationalities. Let you know that too.
Okay.
Vivica's gonna stick around.
Not intimidated by who and what.
All right. So Vivica obviously has been in this media street. I don't know her personal life, but media street. I think she used to date 50 Cent once upon a time. And the same topic is now in the manosphere. They are dragging her. They are calling Kevin Samuels and say Kevin Samuels. Somebody even said here, somebody said Kevin Samuels remains undefeated. They look at this girl's story and say, hey, if you don't get with good guys in the beginning, by the time you are 60, you'll be begging for dating. And they use that to conclude a completely terrible formula that doesn't work anywhere in the world. He said, hey, just get with anything as soon as possible. That's not true either. Don't do that to yourself. Okay? And I'm not going to judge the life of Vivica Fox off of one rhetoric. Okay, she's 60. She has a good career, right? Men will say, well, that's not what men care about. Okay. And you are saying that to who exactly? Why? Because she said she would like a partner. Okay. People can like anything they want. Is it possible she can find a partner?
Don't care. Don't care.
First of all, yes. Second of all, why do you care? Right? Why? So you can create a short-term, short-circuited formula that if you wait long enough, they cannot find a husband. There are 8 billion people around. Anybody can find anybody at any time. There's more than enough variables to make that happen. Okay? And no, I'm not going to sit around and do math on human beings and say, hey, how many times have you seen that happen? That's lame talk. That's lame talk. Okay? So somebody's going to turn around and say, well, she was being a baddie all along. She was a baddie. She was chasing after a career. And there you go. That's why she's 60 and has no husband. Oh, God. Why are you crying over somebody else's life? Why? Why? Because you must make that lie truth by force. Okay, you are right.
You're right.
Okay, you are right. Are you happy now? Are you happy now? The same formula. There is a formula. There are principles. Work on yourself. Be open-minded. If you're getting results you don't like, there's only one formula. If there is any formula at all, work on yourself. You're a unique human being here. Your life story is your life story. It's no matter how many statistics numbers you pull out at the end of the day. Listen, your statistics are right.
You're right.
That's not going to change your results. I know you've been going to church and you're a good guy and you feel like all these girls, they wait until they're too late. And now you see a Vivica Fox story and now you find justification.
You doing what?
Nah, bro, it's not gonna work. If anything, you're just another cruise on the internet. The reality is that everybody's life story is unique. There's too many variables in your personal life, and the only control you have is to work. I know it sounds like a broken record already. Does it? Okay, good. Work on yourself. That's it. Work on yourself. Okay? There is no amount of statistics that's going to change your reality or the reality of what you don't like about what the statistics is until you work on yourself. You need to change your outlook on life. You're not wiser than the rest of them.
You think so they're wise?
You're not. Okay? Case by case by case by case. Let me see here. D-Love, how far now are you there? Let me come to the chat. Sorry about that, guys. Pardon my manners. I start on time now. No intros. Okay? So don't say, MOP is going to be, he won't start until like 1 hour later. He will play music. That's over now. At least for now. Okay? Let's get to work. All right. Thank you, Chinye. Hit the like button. Let's ping everybody else into the room. We have more. We're still covering the first story, by the way. We have some more. So, did I say Vivica Fox is not benefiting from what she did? I don't know that. Again, there's too many variables for you to make an assertion or to create a formula so you can shame other people from that. That's just lame behavior. Sorry, yo. D-Love Palejari, good to see you. She was manifesting towards the end. A manifestation. She's still manifesting. Isn't that the meaning of manifesting? You literally have the freedom to keep manifesting until it's over. It ain't over until it's over. Now, my own concern is that I hear that somebody's trying to turn that to a formula to make them feel better. No, bro, you need to work on yourself. Dragging a woman because she decided to wait and now she's 60 and single, it's not going to help you. But who said that? I'm saying it up front because I can read, okay? She only wants Fidi, that's it, right? Fidi. MOP, I need, Brother Ben, Uncle Beno, I don't know. I need that formula. What formula? I said there was no formula. Prestige fam, how's everyone doing? We're doing well, brother. Vivica wasn't just waiting That's another angle. I agree with you 100%. Waiting for who? Waiting for what? Okay, she picked up Feedy in the middle, right? And then she got dumped. That's okay. She got dumped by Feedy at some point, right? Now, MOP, stop encouraging this woman. I can hear you. I told you. I can hear your spirit. Stop encouraging this woman to move, to wait around forever. Okay. You're right.
You're right.
You're right. They shouldn't wait around forever. Now, tell me the rest of your story. I need to hear more so I can properly advise them so that I can come and be with you. After all, you are the good guy, right? Chia says she had a relationship that didn't work out. Up to date, she speaks very well about Feedy and said it didn't work out because they were out in public too fast. Life happens. I remember when she was dating 6ix9ine. Wait, not 6ix9ine. Not 6. Wait. Not who is 6ix9ine? The colorful guy, the rainbow guy? No, right? Who's that? Anyway, that's that. The real point I'm making in this topic is very simple. Do bad girls? You can also replace that by bad boys. Do they end up with lasting marriages? Yes, they can. But I think you probably have a myopic way of determining what is bad girl. What is that? What exactly do you mean by that? That they dress a certain way? Maybe you're using your pastor's preaching to gauge them as bad girl. Is that what you mean? Maybe you should get out and travel a little bit more. Get out there. Get to know people. Have a little bit more of an open mind about what you consider morals. Maybe you can adjust that small, because it's much more than if you see somebody, they end up in a lasting relationship. It's much more than the fact that they're a good girl or a bad girl. Okay, there's something worked out for them. Like I said, there are 2,000 plus other variables involved. We don't know what that is. So using them to determine a formula for yourself will work against you. Refocus back on yourself. If you feel like you're not getting the results you need, I guarantee you, if you talk to 10 people, they'll give you 2 or 3 different reasons that align. That maybe, I saw somebody in Auntie B's chat earlier on saying you're working remote jobs, you're working from home a lot. You don't feel like you belong in the clubs anymore, so you don't get out, forgetting that there are lounges, there are ballrooms, there are events out there you can get out. There's also company events, corporate events, I wanted to say, where you can get out and meet people in your same, that you can have something to talk about, right? Can you at least get out first, right? Let me guess, you didn't go to any barbecue yesterday in all that sun. Well, let me guess, you were working overtime. Okay, all right. What does that have to do with bad or good girl? I'm just saying. Point is, there are 2,000 other variables why you're not getting the result. If you focus on about 10 of it, which has to do with you as an individual, you might just be able to move a needle. Maybe, just try it first. Maybe. Right? Don't come here and argue with us and tell us that it's only bad people that are ending up with good things. I will ask you to tell me the rest of your story if you say that to me, okay? And you don't want that, right? Maybe it's not a bad thing for me to actually tell me the rest of it. It's actually a good thing, because then we can work together to make that happen. That's, after all, why I am a coach. All right, let me see in the chat too, before I go on, moving on. 15 watching, 6 likes. Please now. Please help me. Please. I got it. It's here. Please, it's here. Please. Help me hit the like button. Please, I beg you. Please. See? Hit the like button. Okay? Before we move on, we got some other stories to cover. I'm hanging out. I'm not in a rush. If you're not in a rush, I'm hanging out. Thank you. I got 8 likes. We can get 8 more likes. We'll step this up. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Let's see here. Okay, let's move it on up. If you have any comments around this or anything like that, any questions, please feel free to use the comment area. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'll be right back. Welcome back. All right, so let's talk about this Harrysongs nightmare. Anybody following the Harrysongs story? Who's Harrysongs? Who's that guy? Who's Harrysongs? I know. Now they wonder who is Harrysongs. Let me show you who Harrysongs is. Harrysongs is a guy. I try not to drag him because I have empathy for my brothers, right? But the loudest of them are guys like this. So we can't let the rhetoric just pass. We have to talk about it. This is Harrysongs right here. This guy. Harrysongs was married to a girl. I think her name is Alexa for, I don't know, like 1 month or so. They didn't last. They started dragging each other on the internet. What is Nigerian man's biggest nightmare? Anybody want to go in the chat? Let me go in the chat. Let's come to the chat. What is Nigerian man's biggest nightmare? Anybody want to, at least what it looks like right now? Please. Good evening, Jare Chidima. Welcome. What is Nigerian man's nightmare? Or maybe we can make it all inclusive. Black man's nightmare. No, Nigerian man. Nigerian and Jamaican man's nightmare. Biggest nightmare right now. What is it? Please come to the chat. Please. Come to the chat. Come and tell me. please. Come and tell me. I need to draw that please. It needs to be a little bit longer. Please tell me. What is Nigerian man's biggest nightmare at this point? It looks like Nigerian men are traumatized with something in particular. Particular. What is Nigerian man's nightmare right now? Nano? Anybody know? Lobaton. Okay, D-Love said DNA. Yeah. And I have to acknowledge it. Okay. So sorry. Wahala wa. DNA. Mario say chocolate fine girl. Oh, this girl fine oh. Let's not front oh. This girl fine die. This girl is a very fine girl, honestly. But the guy said he actually said something about being with a fine girl, something like that. I'm going to play some of his video in a second. But we're talking about Harrysongs. Nigerians' nightmare, their wives leaving them. I think that is a nightmare for men in general. Men, they never see it coming. I never expected it. They never see it coming. We never see it coming. Okay? And I can relate. We never see it coming. Chinye said paternity fraud, yes. Okay? It's more like paternity fraud. The same thing. DNA, paternity fraud. They're obsessed with DNA because of the fear of paternity fraud is beginning of wisdom. Is it the beginning of wisdom? I mean, they're just acting mad everywhere. Everything has to be about paternity fraud, unless the person has not had a baby for you. The only reason why Israel is not talking about DNA or paternity fraud yet is because he didn't have any baby with that girl. All right. If not that Emeka Ike's children, that first son looks like his carbon copy, like he spitted him out, I bet he will be asking for paternity fraud. Look at Yule Edochie's children. His wife almost looked like him, right? The next best thing they go to the youth is like, I'm gonna do DNA test too. DNA. The only Harry I know is Harry Styles and Harry Duke of Success. And this one you get to know. In fact, let me introduce him to you just in case you don't know who Harrysongs is. One of the best songwriters out there. I've loved Harrysongs. He's a 43-year-old man. Doesn't he look like he's 50, by the way? But anyway, I'll just keep it moving. Harrison Tare Okiri, better known by his stage name Harrysongs, is a Nigerian singer, songwriter, instrumentalist who rose to fame after his tribute song to Nelson Mandela and won most downloaded color tune award at the Eddies 2013. I've known Harrysongs since it's before Reggae Blues, but I think his biggest song up to date is Reggae Blues, right? That song, aha. So now Harrysongs is calling out his fine dark chocolate, brown sugar, calling her a fraud. But that one is calling him out too. Yeah, paternity fraud. Mario said, but from the video, did the woman claim the baby was his? No sex in a year. I suspect he's manipulating the public. But did she ever beg him to be in the relationship? I don't think so. I think she's the one that gave up, right? Who called off their situation in the first place? I wonder. Let me see if I can find that information. But anyway, she came out I said she came out anyway. Yeah, I don't know. She came out in the last 48 to 72 hours to say this guy is bedwetting. I'm like, why now? Bedwetting as how? Bedwetting. If you're going to shame insults, do you have to go to bedwetting? Oh, God. But now still we see anything is possible. But I think she's just trying to shame him. All right, just trying to shame him. That's all. But let me see here. I'm just trying to get through the chat. She fine, well. If Nigeria could afford it, all babies should go through maternity and paternity tests. My opinion. I disagree with your opinion. No, who's gonna pay for that? Right? Lab tests cost money. Nigeria have not finished. Who's gonna pay for that? There's a reason why developed world don't engage themselves too much in family matters, and if you engage them, you pay for it. There's a reason now. Who's gonna pay for it? Yeah. So, and also in addition to the reason why I also disagree with this, I don't think it solves for the actual problem. These issues we're talking about these are relationship issues. These are conflict, personal relationship handling matters. We will find another way to fight Basbos if they sort that one out. I don't think it solves the problems. Okay. The other thing you can link it to is maybe poverty. The reason why Nigeria is on the number 3 or number 2 on the list of most paternity fraud, failure, or failed tests is I could probably link that to poverty, right? Besides the moral responsibility of not lying to another person about paternity, right? But who's gonna pay for it? Who's gonna pay for it is the question I have. If you can't answer that, then the next thing is that, do you think that really solves relationship problems? Because when you link all of this together, it's just relationship problems. Okay, the only extra to it is the poverty. Why would women do this? Yeah. So, but that's the thing about morals. When it becomes a matter of survival, all kind of craziness can go down. That's not to justify, it's just to tell you the reality of life. People will cheat, steal, and lie when it becomes a matter of survival. Never mind how you see righteousness. Your righteousness end up straight in the poto. Yep. So why is he mad? Shebi na him sing even your boo get a boo. May God forgive you. All right, even your boo will get a boo. I remember that now. Bedwetting because he's drunk all the time. 2 jokers. Okay, you can bedwet if you get drunk all the time. He's been shaming her, and as the oben she's multiplying it from it. You get it exactly. You get it. But let's play the first video. I'm gonna play the first video. This is him.
He just married 7th husband. 7th husband, a bit 6th husband. And at the same guy, when still they call me, they tell me say the mama said no, they stay. The mama still gets another boyfriend inside the town. That's the kind of that the family where I married into. She come out, she say, oh, she was pregnant. I don't stop to sleep with her for almost a year.
He said he stopped sleeping with her almost a year.
Almost a year. I don't stop to sleep with her. She was pregnant for another man inside marriage. She was pregnant for another man inside marriage. The only thing I just said was, these old settings, no good. It's not going to work. You need to go back to your people. We need to sit down and now get to know you. I don't.
Wait. She got pregnant for somebody else. You want to get to know her? Wait, why? What do you mean? You're just after she get pregnant? Okay, she got. Somebody help me. Let's continue.
Know you because now by marry this girl is a good girl. You started playing loyal, you are humble, you are a Christian. Church, you need to go. She believe in another thing, different things now she believe in. With her mama we just married 7th husband.
So he's shaming the mama. Sounds like what Israel would do. Right? He's shaming the mother for having the 7th husband. Did he say? All 7 husbands fell out of the skies in the last 2 years. You didn't know that. Okay, let's keep going. Brother Ben, help me. I'm trying to support the brotherhood on this one, but I'm struggling. Help me. Okay. I left a comment here 2 days ago. Apparently, I said, okay, I believe you. Cassie said, believe victims first. Where is the rest of the story, sir? Why were you starving of sex? Abina, she starved you of sex. We didn't get to that story yet. Okay. Somebody said, gang, WhatsApp group with D-Love here. Say, even your boo will get a boo. Your lyrics are against you. It will be your own, Jesus Christ. Somebody said, nobody will believe because it's coming from a man. No, I believe what he's saying. But just because I believe doesn't mean we don't need the rest of the story. So we can make sure we protect him as a victim properly. Okay, I believe him. Okay. Latasha Lagos says, I mean, getting pregnant outside and bringing it home is diabolical. But sir, can you tell us, or maybe sing to us, why did you stop sleeping with your wife a year ago? That's a valid question. We're not shaming the victim. It's a valid question. It's a valid question. Okay. Not to say, I have a friend that did IVF using donor eggs. So if they have issues tomorrow with DNA, solve it. There you go. The shamer will come out and say, none of the babies are mine. It does not solve relationship issues. It does not. And the worst part about it is that people that are crying wolf about Marriott in their own personal situation, I said Marriott, DNA in their own situation, okay, the worst part is they never admit that there's problems in the relationship. Okay, they never admit that there's problems in the relationship. And I get it if it's true, because think about it, if it's truthfully a case of paternity fraud and you as a lady committed paternity fraud, I don't care if that's actually a reality. I don't care about what relationship issue we have. Why would you tell? That's such a grave lie to lie. Like making the man believe that. That's heavy, right? So I have valid reasons to not admit ever that there's a problem in that relationship in the first place. But the point I'm making is that DNA test does not resolve relationship issues. It just doesn't. It only satisfies the social media so they can finally have Wumi go and rest. That's all it does. Okay. Chidima says, so if it was an issue for him, why did he marry a girl whose mom was married multiple times? Don't they say that such things are indicators of bad behavior? They say that, right? If there was an issue, but maybe the girl was too fine. That girl is fine. Maybe that girl was too fine. So he overlooked a red flag. Is that a red flag when your mother has married multiple wives or multiple, even worse, multiple wives? Is that a red flag? I'm asking for somebody. Anyway, if you're sexless for a year, what was this marriage? You left her and she left you. 3 months is the rule. After 3 months, if you're punishing a person, you take it 3 months, that's it. It's no longer valid. Okay. All I care is as you are doing paternity test, do a maternity test. Babies get swapped. Okay, so that solved the problem of stealing babies. That's about it. Yes. That I agree with you, but as you can see, all of these cases that we've been covering has not been a matter of baby swap issues. He hasn't been. So we have to make sure we identify the right problem to create the right solution to the right problem, and that takes a minute. But this one is actually very simple. Baby swap issues, I think definitely, there should be some kind of, there should be some kind of, I think that's a HIPAA situation, if you will. A tighter, you know what HIPAA is? What someone can spell out what HIPAA means? What's the acronym? HIPPA? I forgot now. I don't cram that. The healthcare protection privacy thinking, not a hand. That one. Maybe some more regulation around healthcare in Nigeria. Maybe that can help. But that's not what these issues are. That's not the problem. So he thought he was doing her by not sleeping with her, and pregnancy showed. That's another angle. Now you know he's lying. Uncle Beno say, MOP, you have to explain. DNA is not a solution. Or what does it mean? Yeah. Let me re-ask that question. To you, DNA is a solution to what? Because I think I've explained that again. Maybe we can drag that a little bit out. DNA is a solution to what? I agree it's a solution to baby swap, like Mario says. But what else is DNA a solution to? If you can help me with that. Layer by layer, small, help me. Maybe I can learn something new. He was body shaming this fine girl, saying that she was married out of pity. Wahala. No, multiple husband at 50 plus years old is not a red flag. Multiple start from 2. I'm just saying. He's still talking. Is he still talking? Listen.
7th husband. Sister.
7th husband. Okay. 7th husband. We already talked about that. So let me go on. I think there might be some other videos here. Okay, there's not more video, but there's some more comments here. Somebody said, I'm just coming from her page, and all I can say is, God, they create such a black beauty. This guy saw a fine girl, but he never expected it. Fine girl or not. Obìnrin never showed you. Gentlemen, before you engage this situation, you better engage coaching. You need coaching. Okay, even if she has good character in the beginning, there's only one thing that's constant in life, and that's called change. And it's rough on you, especially when you don't expect it. Oh my God, you go collect.
I never expected it.
Sorry. And the pain will feel a lot more painful when she's a churchy girl. She was a virgin all along. I'm telling you, especially she's a fine girl. I'm sorry for you. But anyway, who were you sleeping with in that 1 year? It was just being celibate in that 1 year. Leave that one alone. You still marry? Who forced you to? These are valid questions. All because the girl left you and moved on with her life after crying and begging for you to man up. Now you have to take care of your grandmother all alone. Because the nanny you married to take care of her is gone. Wait, was she taking care of grandmother? When they say what their wives go through in their own homes, they come online to wail because they can't handle those responsibilities themselves. Wahala. Maybe somebody's telling, maybe she's telling her own story too. She's gonna tell us some story, by the way. All right, even your boo will get a boo. Somebody say, I'm listening to this in lowercase. What do you mean? What does that mean? Is that a slang? You saw all this and you still married her. Sometimes I wonder if una they think. When you run out on the internet and you tell on yourself, people will ask you, this part where you're telling on yourself, tell us more about it. I don't have to say, tell me more, or tell me the rest of the story. People will ask you, this side where you don't tell us more about this. And you're right, especially if you're a man. Welcome to the real world. Obìnrin is not your mate. Get it together. That does not mean Obìnrin is walking around looking to hurt you. It just simply means you might be lame. Okay, maybe you're not lame. You're carrying lame ideologies around town. You're calling them truth. They are half lies that you've been told, that you've told yourself.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
And you will have to unlearn those lies. Because they will haunt you. Oh my God, they will haunt you. For as long as you carry them, they will haunt you. The more you feel hurt, the more the pressure is.
Everything I do, I'm
telling you, promise you, you need to learn yourself. Okay? But there's more. There's more. It's going to tell us more. Let's listen to this video.
Person way Alexa way from Bomadi where I carry. Say where
hit the like button, please. Hit the like button.
Never get international passport.
What he's saying is that this girl never had international passport. I paid her bills. I took her out of the poto where she was. I took her abroad first. Does that not sound like the same thing, Uncle Beno? That sounds like the same thing now. I took her abroad first. I took her to never take her japa. Don't do it too. If you like yourself. Terrible advice. Okay? Why? Because that advice does not cover you. It's like the advice. Oh, it's the same advice as never marry. Don't be a good girl. Don't be a good girl. Be a bad girl. It's the same advice essentially. Right? It does not cover you. It only covers the lie you're telling yourself in that moment.
Why the fuck?
Sorry. I meant to play this Chinye's favorite.
Abba, you lie. Sabi lie.
It doesn't cover you. It doesn't cover you. Wait, is he fine for face? The way his smart is yama when he's telling this story, you know. But I think he's a fine boy. I will say that, you know, it's a good-looking guy, right? Especially it's a beard gang, right? Why not? Who be the papa? 24 years of love and harmony, no be more. Let's continue.
I say, no be small messages. Now them plans. This whole thing is set up.
Everything is a setup. They are out to get me. I am the victim.
Set up.
Believe the victims first. No, don't choose side right now. That's what Cassie said. This is not the time to choose side. Please. Don't do that right now. Keep the same energy.
Please.
Keep the same energy. Okay? He's a victim. They set him up. Let's continue.
She was sending messages. She stole my number. My ex-wife. He stole my number from one of my friends.
You're right. He's a fine boy. She stole his number from a phone. From what? Did he say exes?
From my friend's phone.
From a friend's phone.
Begin to send me message. I want to be loyal to you. I want to serve you. I had to go back to find out.
So this fine girl toasted this fine man. Don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing.
You doing what?
I have to believe the victim first. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm going somewhere here. Okay. We like to tell ourselves some line of thoughts, right? Hey, let's do it. At the end, we'll finish it. Okay. It's a victim. It was set up by a fine girl, fine face, dark chocolate. Can't tell me nothing. This girl will capture anybody. Trap anybody. I don't care how strong you think you're a man. Okay, this girl catch you for corner. It's a wrap. So please don't shame the victim here. Please, let's continue.
To bring out all those messages. I want to do this. I want to do that. Oh, I had a girlfriend that was with me that had been with me for more than 10 years. Where I don't engage to marry.
He had a whole girlfriend. And this man got seduced By chocolate something. This man got seduced. And somebody's inside of marriage and they're telling me that they don't need seduction. And this kind of girl, you have a boyfriend. Okay, this kind of girl, they're out there. They will seduce your boyfriend. He's a victim. Huh. Don't judge him. Don't judge him. Let's keep going. Don't worry. Maybe we'll judge him later. But for now, we don't judge here anyway. You know, he's just telling the story. He's speaking his what? He's speaking his truth. Let him speak his truth in peace. Let him speak his truth. Let the poor man breathe.
Let be poor. Breathe.
Let him breathe. Let him finish his story first.
This one just come, begin to send me, I want to be loyal to you. My people were against the person I wanted to marry because of tribe. I blame this to my grandma, but come on, I love her. What can I do?
Wait, the people was against the order. Here we go. So now, let me come away from the sarcasm for a second. When a man comes and say, my mother was the reason why I didn't marry a person, he just did not like you. Okay. He just did not like you. Now, if you want, you can interpret it as he's too weak to sell what he wants to his mother. I don't know how you want to say it, but the bottom line is that he didn't like you enough. Okay? I don't say that. Some cultures are very strong like that. I did not disagree with that. You're missing the point. He did not. You are right.
Well, you're right.
He did not like you enough to break his culture. Is that better? Does that sound better? Okay. All right. Let me know. What else do you have? Let's go. Let's get with it. Let's continue. Harrysongs is still talking. You know, he was set up. He's a victim. Let's keep going.
Now she fight for me. Now she support me. Oh, this one our tribe. Oh, Alex, now your tribe. You stay with Alex.
Alex
married
is
somebody
name.
I did not know.
He married somebody he did not know. He's just about to teach you guys to avoid red flags. We have a book you can download for free, #1 red flag at manofprestige.com. That's all he's trying to say. Avoid red flag. These are your influencers. They come from a very toxic place of pain. They've been a victim. They come and tell you to avoid red flags. And then go figure. People tend to repeat the same issues, the same problems. I wonder why. Because all it should take is somebody else has gone through it. They can just teach you avoid red flag, avoid a dark chocolate face who is toasting you, and then that's it. You should be able to find a wife and then live happily ever after. It's not working. Let's go on.
I don't know the girl. I married the girl. He begin to send me message. Enter my family. Enter my grandmom. Enter this. Enter everywhere. They form loyalty. This one. I don't already marry him. I dey inside the marriage. Okay. I begin to see the.
Oh, he don't marry him. He fell out of the sky to the marriage. He already did inside the marriage. I told you he's a victim, right? Let's skip everything that happened between when he met this dark chocolate fine-faced girl. Let's just skip everything in between. Okay, or let's keep listening with patience. Maybe he will tell us the rest of the story one day. Okay, but the idea here, at least since it's social media, is just pretend like nothing happened between when you met this fine face who seduced you and you found yourself inside of marriage with her. What happened to that ex-girlfriend, by the way? Whatever happened to her? Let's keep going.
I've never seen somebody that has that kind of beautiful face and has the darkest character ever.
I'm shocked. How many of them has he met before?
He shock you.
The darkest character ever. I didn't see that coming. No, you know me. I just like to watch the video with you guys. I prefer it that way.
I never expected it.
No, I didn't see that coming. I'm sorry. Let me come to the chat for a second. We'll continue. We'll continue a second. Oh, I didn't mean to be dramatic. This whole thing is dramatic. What do you mean? If you didn't sleep with her for 1 year, who was sleeping with? Who was he sleeping with? Obìnrin. Look at that question. Must he sleep with somebody? He can't just be celebrating that time. They love to throw that in the girl's face. She gave you play, uncle. She gave him play. He got toasted. He's a fine boy. Please, can you send me that soundbite? I love it. I'll post it in the group for you. I'll post it in the group for you. But you wanted a servant, Agbalagbo, like you. What's Agbalagbo? What's that? Mario to understand Yoruba better than me. Is that Yoruba? Jesus, what is that? D-Love, are you getting frustrated? Wait now. Wait. Not yet. Yeah, right. He's like 20, 21 years older than him. He's 43. How old is this girl? Is she not like 35 or something? Old enough to be her father. He was a predator who captured his prey. Are you trying to say she did not seduce him? Believe the victim first. Iwo Agbalagbi. Okay, Agbalagbi. I can't stand your ground after 10 years. Agbalagbi as an Agbalagba, as an Agbaya. You can't stand his ground. No, his mother, his family made him do it. They wanted somebody of the same tribe now. Yeah. Let's keep going.
Jesus Christ, this girl. You see that fine face? If she display her true character, what I suffer for years, if she display it for you, you go. But I don't already dare. The shame.
Oh, it is shame.
Because
he was ashamed. He was already.
So she take advantage of me. Take advantage. Oh, this one. Every time. You know how many times she don't. I will bring you down. I will go social media, bring you down. I don't even know say she did in contact with them.
She was threatening him.
You can.
Oh wait, she was collaborating with Casey and them, his old label. These are all allegedly. It's just alleged by a victim. That's all.
Imagine. Alex, they tell me, I will bring you down. I will bring you down. I will bring you down. I will bring you down.
I believe that part. Okay. If you drag a woman at some point, you know how you chase. I'm not saying that's what he did. I don't know if that's what he did. But potentially, if you chase a goat to a wall, what happens when you chase a goat to a wall and it doesn't have anywhere else to go anymore? Especially if the goat is an Obìnrin. What happens? I'm asking. Tell me in the chat. Obìnrin, all the Obìnrins in the chat, tell me right now. What happens if he chases a goat to a wall and he has nowhere else to go anymore? What would happen? Hypothetically. Okay? That's one possibility. The other possibility is that Alex is just an evil woman. We don't know, right? And your cheating ways is such a wonderful character. He didn't say he cheated though. We'll get to the girl first. When the girl talk, we'll get there, okay? I don't know if it's a Yoruba proverb or something, but I know that the goat will face you and fight you. Just what it is. That's just life. Right? And if we're talking about this inside of a relationship, usually it comes from a blind spot. And then you become as fine as that girl is. That dark skin. Her character is just as dark. Yeah. But again, that's just one side of the possibility. The other side of the possibility is that Alex is just a evil 22, 23-year-old woman who just came into your celebrity world and took over and just started threatening you for no reason. No apparent reason. Right? That's the other possibility. I'll tell you right now. Let me tell you up front. More likely than not, you thought you found a virgin from church. Very similar to Israel's story. Okay? A handbag. After all, she's with a celebrity. What else could she possibly need? Yeah, that goat will bounce back and face your nyash with the two horns. And you know, Nigerian goats don't have horns like that, but you will see that they have horns that day. And what do? You turn around and say, "Oh, beauty." You see shege. So if that woman has shown him shege since he discovered her power, I don't doubt that. You collect now. In fact, she probably don't collect first.
Sorry.
But he's not going to tell us the rest of the story. He's just going to tell us his favorite part of the story. Let's keep going.
She will come to social media, play pity card. Oh, this one, do this. She abandoned. She carried, see the children where she did not want me to see. As at the time where she don't want me to see that, she carried those same kids to Bomadi village, uncompleted building. I have the evidences.
She went to her village. Okay.
Uncompleted building.
He has receipts
to go there with her mama. To her mama, wait there with her sixth husband. Now that can't
wait. No. Gentlemen, we're logical. If you say 6 before, say 7th. Is it 7th or 6th? Which one? You have to be receipts. You have to be accurate. Is it 6 or 7 husband? Okay, or is it me that missed that? Is it 6 or 7? We cannot have discrepancies like that. Okay, remember, you're a victim already, granted, but we need the actual number. Is this, because this is a very important detailed information. How many husbands does your wife who don't show you shaggy? How many husbands does she have?
Sorry.
6 or 7? Hit the like button right now. Thank you. Hit the like button. Thank you. Hit the like button. Just in case you missed it so far, the point is that there's the rest of the story. Doesn't matter what side you come from. There's the rest of the story. When you don't collect shaggy from inside of relationship,
Sorry.
naturally you would tell your side of the story, your own experience. Okay? And your experience is valid. Okay? It's valid. Okay, now there's obviously more. In case you still want the relationship. If you have children, you don't really have a choice. You still want the relationship. Okay? It's like, what do we do with the fact that your experience is valid? Because the other person will have their own experience. And yes, when they start to narrate their experience, you will know without any shadow of a doubt that they are a liar. But that's not the end of it. You still need to come to some kind of common ground. Because why? Your life is entangled up together.
Continue.
Okay.
And they advise her on how to destroy home, collect money from. If she asks of anything, if I do 100 things for her, and I can say, okay, this 99 one, please wait, hold on. That's the problem. She does not have patience. She's entitled, proud, and wicked. Her mama will just marry 7th husband.
Okay, 7th husband.
7th husband, a bit 6th husband.
It's confused. It's not sure. Even worse. Even worse, like my Ghanaian brothers will say.
And at the same guy, when still they call me, they tell me, say the mama said no, they stay. He gets the mama.
All right, we've heard that part. I have a comment here. Say, wait, Israel. I think Israel commented. Israel said they won't understand at all. Israel comment there, said they won't If you don't know who Israel is, go on my YouTube channel and search Israel. We have a whole series on Israel at this point. Israel said they won't understand at all. Well, I left a comment. I said, wait, Israel is commenting, this is a bad look, but I think he's holding himself accountable. Let's wait for the rest of the story. So you chose your wife. So who chose? So they chose your wife for you. Continue. Anyway, let's keep going. Someone said, look at what is coming out from a grown man's mouth. Shout out to this, my brother. I'm so proud when I see a brother say that kind of stuff. I'm so proud because there are many of them out there, and we like to, a part of us on this social media want to believe that it's just bad. No, maybe that's your circle. There are many men out there who are very, very intelligent at an emotional level. Okay, this guy is empty upstairs. I just confirmed completely now. That is also a man who said that. Okay, I love it. I'm loving it. Loving it. All right. I love it when women do that, but it might come off as women are just being victims. Okay. Somebody said, man that talks too much, red flag. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Not absolutely, but a chance. That's something you should pay attention to. Okay. Some people are just talkers. Okay. All right. Let me help Israel like his comment too. She is your karma. Jesus. Oh, Bernie. Where were you expecting when you left a girl waiting for 10 years? This is your karma. And because he said he left his girlfriend. You know, women know they hear that side now. You said you left a girlfriend for this fine face.
Oh, beauty.
Hey, they will forgive you for that one. No, about you don't tell on yourself. He told on himself. Someone say he sound foolish. Jesus. Are we taking him out of context? You should listen to the full interview before you conclude now, Abby. Don't you think? Let's be nice. Listen to the full thing before you conclude. Ari, I beg, leave pink lip balm. What's wrong with it? What happened? What happened to the lip pink? Anyway, the girlfriend of 10 years in one corner laughing, karma. So I said, karma is real. That's what happens when you talk too much. That part is true. You talk too much, you tell on yourself. Okay? Apparently, all narcissists have one similar trait and it's usually very easy to spot. Blame everyone else but themselves for the chaos in their lives. Imagine a man his age saying that a girl maneuvered her way into his life. Listen, that's most human beings, by the way. Most human beings will rather hold everything else accountable but self. No, not just women. Everybody. Okay, it's just easier because victimhood can feel temporarily pleasant. Being a victim, okay, or the victim mindset, I should say. Because some people are actually victims, so I don't want to be disrespectful to those that are actually victims. The victim mindset can feel temporarily soothing, but last you collect. If that's how you move, victim mindset, you collect.
Sorry.
Because you can't operate in your power and victim mindset at the same time. It's just literally impossible. Okay. Someone said, please share your pink lips balm plug. Then I'm done. That's all people are seeing in this situation. But pardon me, we're still talking about Harrysongs. That's Harrysongs and his fine face, dark chocolate, according to him, allegedly dark character lady. That's them right there. Majority of the talking points when it comes to relationships today are coming from viral stories. That's why I am covering them. Don't tell me it's just celebrity coco. That's how you are creating your rhetorics, okay? Or rhetoric. Stop the cap. Okay. The goat will bounce back and face. Yeah. The arms will come out from nowhere. Yeah. They'll fight you. Many men carry Madonna war core complex. Jesus, what is that? Oyibo Marital. On their head. They run through their industry, so they seek virgins from out of state to marry. Some people do that also. I absolutely agree with you. Some people also do that from the japa. They go abroad, they are abroad, so they think, they now start to see that maybe they run through or they can't get any. They say, let me just go to the village and find. And then when they collect from one girl in the village, they now come and say, those girls are all Oloshos. You remember APC Bishop, right? They're all Oloshos. The reality is that they were lame. They were either buying affection with money, fame, right? Or with japa. Because when you are a man that you have sense, particularly emotional intelligence, there's certain things that just won't feel right. You might not even pinpoint it, but it just won't feel right. Regardless of where they are in the world. Either they're westernized or they're from the village, doesn't matter. You will know. Even if they're a virgin for real, you will just know. Your spirit will pick it up. And you won't be able to move forward. That's why I know. Go back to yourself. Work on yourself. Work on yourself. Work on yourself. Okay? If you look around you and you say they are all virgin oloshos, that is really you. It's something about you. And I know because, again, the victimhood mindset is easier. You get a little soothing feelings, temporary feelings from it. You will have a hard time facing yourself and telling yourself that truth. I know. We've all experienced that. We've all been through that in one shape, form, or the other. Your own just happened to be specifically the obsession with virgin oloshos. Is that a thing? Do they exist? Anyway, Obìnrin can leave your nyash to stay in an uncompleted building for peace. Yeah, I guess if it comes down to survival, then that's what it is. Attempt to shame her mom from 7 to 6. Let thunder, not fire. That is lime mouth. Lip balm, pink lip balm. Anyway, they believe that state does not have men like them who run them through. There's run through every village you go through. There's a run through in that village too. So if you go to a village thinking you're escaping your reality, it's like your shadow. It follows you everywhere. Every time you look around, there you are. I'm laughing because it's actually not funny. And I want to get your attention. It's not funny. You would destroy your own life if you don't work on yourself. Dead ass. Okay? She went down to the village. In an attempt to shame her, you can read in between the lines. That's it. That's where the truth lies, right? In between the lines. Leave my Ghanaian people alone. I got you, Chi. I got you. I got you. Okay? I got you. Yeah. Anyway. Let's see. Let me see. I think there's more. I think there's more. So the wife, of course, came out. Because everybody have access to internet. You want to move mad, they will multiply the madness for you. If the wife has been working on herself and she knows that it's probably a terrible idea for her to respond in that manner, the content creators will multiply it for you. Okay? At least content creators will multiply it for you, you know. But the wife had something to say. This is the wife. This is what he fell in love with. Can you blame him? You cannot blame this poor man. You can't. How are you going to shape your man to blame this poor man?
Let be poor. Breathe.
How are you going to do it?
Let the poor breathe.
Let him breathe, I beg. Look at this girl. That's a hell of a photo shoot. Anyway, the first thing she said is on, and she posted this picture. She knew exactly what she said. She's seducing all of you too, by the way. She said, unapologetically unbothered. Unapologetically unbothered. And she continues. She said, I love my kids so much and I won't want the issue I have with their father to cause a breach in their relationship with him. Reasons why I said to myself that I just want to co-parent in peace, despite the emotional and mental abuse this man put me through. But I am addressing this issue because this issue is a crucial one, involving my mom, myself, my kids, Destiny Etiko. Oh, she was named. That's an actress. That's an Hollywood actress. And most especially, infidelity accusations. All right. She's saying, nah, lies. She's saying lies, okay?
Her mama will just marry 7th husband.
No, wait now. We don't hear that one.
Know you. I don't know you. Because
I don't know you. He didn't get to know her. Newsflash, gentlemen, you will continue to know her for the rest of your life. You will never finish knowing her. If you don't have skills, you will end up in that poto where you belong. You will. And you will come back and say, she changed on me. Welcome to the real world. The only thing that's constant in life is change. That's precisely what everybody's husband and wife will do. They say, may God not allow us to marry the wrong person. All of us marry the wrong person. Every single one of us will marry the wrong person. It's just that some are winners and the other ones are losers. It's not me calling names. It's just how life works. That's just how life works. That's just how life works. I hate to break it to you. I know somebody's going to tell you, if you just wait around and you just pray for about 40 nights and 40 days, and if you just follow these rules, set certain amount of boundaries, about 21 boundaries you need to set, they will never change on you ever in life. I'm tasking you, keep it quiet up there. Thank you, baby. Bye. See how easy that was? Never expected it. I see you are saying there's no formula to marry the right person.
How, Sway?
Who do you think you are? Do you understand the level of arrogance in that sentence? Marrying the right person. Why? Why? Because you are special, you are better, you are good, you are righteous. Your righteousness is straight instantly in the body. No, it will continue for a while. You would think you got it figured out. They might even wait. Yeah, they'll wait about 4 years before you start to feel like a victim. Ouch. Ouch. Wait. I can't just be a good girl and just get the right husband? No? It's not possible. Are you saying, Ola, that that's not possible? No. That's not what I said. Don't put words in my mouth. Don't put words in my mouth. Because now you are trying to make me explain myself.
You go explain, because no evidence.
I'm tired already. Okay. I'm tired, okay. Change is the only constant in life. You can call it evolution. You can call it they don't just change, they evolve. Their personality is the core. People, you can call it whatever you want. But here's the same thing that's true for all of us in life. The same thing that's true for all of us in life. The only thing that's constant in life is change. You never see anything yet.
Everything I do,
you never see anything yet. Harrysongs, there you have it. Look at this fine girl. How can she possibly have dark character? Are you saying she doesn't have dark character? No, please listen. You're right. She does. Okay?
Well, you're right.
Your story is valid. She does. Speak your truth. Chidima says, if you marry the wrong person but they become a right person for someone else tomorrow, does that say something about you or them? We don't know. There's 2,000 plus different variables. We don't know. What we know is that they're no longer your husband and you have the rest of your life to make the most out of it. You have the rest of your life ahead of you. It's beautiful. Now, the best gift is now. Right now, this present. Who cares if they were for you or them? It's in the past. We don't get obsessed over the past. Okay? And we try to avoid any kind of anxiety around the future. The best way to have a beautiful life from now into the future is to recognize the blessings in the now. Stay present. What resources are you are you accorded right now? First, this moment, you are alive. You are capable of being healthy enough to ask this question. Stay focused. Who cares? What if it wasn't meant to be? It was supposed to meant to be. That will put us in shalaye mode, unnecessary shalaye mode. We don't need that. You don't need
We go
that.
explain. Because no evidence.
You don't need that. Stay focused. That's what winners do. The only thing they extract from the past is lessons. Data. That's it. Insights. They don't sit down there and just beat themselves up. Winners are very quick to forgive themselves if there's a need for it at all. It was what it was. I'm glad. I had some resentment, but I'm focused. I'm focused. Very, very important. I'm glad you got that very quickly. So this young lady, I digress, she said a few things. She said quite a lot there, but she was just defending herself, rightfully so. She should defend herself, especially if you have allegations. And there are enough lame people in the internet that will take a lot of those things that guy said. They will take it and run with it as the truth. Right? They will take it and run with it as the truth. So we got to be careful with that. So now she's saying more. You would think it's over. You never see anything yet. You never see anything yet. Alexa Pierce, that's her name. She said, I never knew my mom married 6 husbands. Wow. Chronic narcissist. My mom only remarried when she lost her husband. As I speak, she is happily married with her dowry paid in full. Okay, I told you. Before you know it, if you engage, you are now engaged in shalaye.
We go explain. Because no evidence.
By the way, here's my prediction. Harrysongs is not done yet. That's my prediction. Once they do it once, they can do it again. They might not do it again, but they can. Okay? Since when did it become a crime for a widow to remarry? And what does the words "till death do us part" mean? Pained soul. Why are you trying to project your insecurities on me? We all know your mom gave birth to 6 children for 6 different men, none of which she was married to. And you, a product of incest. I'm reading, that's all I'm doing. Imagine having 5 siblings and you don't know who their fathers are. Why throw stones when you live in a glass house? Go. Now so we see Amo. I told you. They will drag you. They will drag you. Woto. You want to match energies with women on dragging? I don't know how you're gonna do it, I don't know how you're gonna do it. Let's see. I think there's more. There's more. Do you all know that Harrysongs bed wets? Thanks for the information, I guess. Yes, celebrity with a piss for body. Oh, so sorry to break it to you all. I also get to deal with this daily while calling him my lord. You're calling a bedwetter my lord. That's your fault too, Sha. FYI. But let me guess, he was a narcissist. He manipulated you into calling him lord while he was bedwetting. Let's continue. Okay. You figure out eventually you decide to leave. Okay, I get it. Let's keep going. You said I convinced you to get married to me. Yeah, he said you toasted him. He's a fine boy now. What's wrong with that? A 20-year-old girl convincing a full-grown man to get married to her? You were that. Take it as credit now. Please make me understand. Never knew I was married to a robot. You mean like a firewood? Who wouldn't make decisions for himself? Same you who told me your ex-girlfriend used charms on you. I personally believe he said that. If he would say what he just said about his present ex, he would say that about his previous ex. There's a pattern. Human beings have patterns of behavior. They tend to repeat the same behaviors in a different form, but kind of like the same behavior in a different. It's a different angle. You know how you see the same thing, but it's kind of like you're seeing me from here now. It's different when you see me like this. You get it? Listen, if you don't get that after that, I don't know what to tell you. Now you know.
You get it? Okay. If you don't get it, forget about it. All right.
I cannot believe that. She said, same you who told me your ex-girlfriend used charms on you, and now your eyes are open since you met me. So it's now me that forced marriage on you. Really? I don't know if she's telling the truth. I just believe it. I don't know if she's telling the truth. I just believe it. That's all. So I said, wait, did you just say my mom? Okay, I already get that part. Let me see if there's more. Now, let's come to me, she says. Please, if you are the man or men that I had sexual relations with while I was married to Harrysongs, please step forward with evidence.
We go explain because no evidence.
Are you serious right now? Now she got receipts. And if there is any way we can run a DNA on all my kids, including the one I lost, I am open to it. Full chest. She said, I'm not Wumi. I am not Wumi. Okay? I am open to it because I fear nothing. A clear conscience fears no accusation. Like I said, you keep projecting your insecurities on me. Harrison. Is it Harrysong now? Harrysong is his name. How many times did I get to treat STDs because of you?
Hey! Hey! Yo! Help me, nigga! What's wrong with you, nigga?
Not the STDs. The only sexually transmitted infection I did not get to treat weekly was HIV and hepatitis B. Wait, she has HIV and hepatitis B? What is going on?
He shock you.
And is that what she just said? What is she talking about? She continues, you're on Nedu's podcast spewing shit about me. Same Nedu you warned me about. Same Nedu you said was cunning and a very bad friend when so got you arrested. There is more. Should I spill? After having a personal podcast with me about Nedu, you're now having a podcast with Nedu about me. Show me a better gossip and manipulative narcissist. She says, my mom is currently down and being harassed in her vicinity because of your false accusations. Please, if anything should happen to me, my mom, or any member of my family, please hold Harrysongs responsible. I dare you to bring out all the evidence you claim to have against me.
We go explain because no evidence.
No evidence. Go see evidence. Let me relax my face. Chinye will come and tell me I'm dramatic now. What's up? I'm ready for it. Lastly, use this energy to revive your dead career. Maybe, just maybe, you might become relevant again. I know you too well, Harry. You can go to any length to tarnish my image. Bring it on. Rest.
With her mama, we just married.
She said, rest in Jesus' name. This is what she's responding to.
Seventh husband, a bit sixth husband. And at the same guy, when see they call me, they tell me, say the mama said no, they stay. The mama still gets another boyfriend inside the town. That's the kind of, that the family where I married into. She come out, she say, oh, she was pregnant. I don't stop to sleep with her for almost a year.
You see this place right here? My wife will always tell me, it's like, you're stressed. Yeah, relax it, relax. relax it. Stress. I feel stress in my face. Thanks. Ọ̀rọ̀ need it wow. Amen. What are the lessons in this? What are the lessons? There's so much lessons in this. So many lessons. Somebody said, go girl, you started well, but you shouldn't have mentioned your mother-in-law. I know he started first and it hurt so bad. I didn't see the mother-in-law part. I guess she's talked something about the mother-in-law. I know he started first and it hurt so bad, but face him, please. He has shot himself by saying you have children with another man. Now, all your children belong to you. Please, if you want to win this fight, apologize to his mom and carry go. All the best. Okay. Holy Spirit. Someone said, this girl, na shameless girl. When una they enjoy the marriage, you know say all this stuff. Now after breakup, una they say, na man no good, mumu girls. Now, let me show you something. I think this is Israel's ex, the virgin. I'm just a virgin, you know. This girl, Sheila Courage, she said, it is well. Why do you think she's doing that? Why do you think she's doing, it is well? That girl can relate. I'm guessing. Happy Children's Day, Harrysongs. Hey, you mean say your Lord they squirt? Wait, what? Squirt, the P, Jesus. Hand way touch my comment won't know poverty. Get out of here. See how Nigerians manipulate themselves with stupid prayers on social media. Somebody said bedwetting was the first struggle I had as a teenager. My siblings blackmailed me with it. I attended a boarding school. My mom got me a spare mattress, sheets and wrapper. Never went on holiday growing up. Raining season was difficult. Wait, what? I could pee up to 5 times before dawn. My mom could come wake me up, could have bedwetted already, get to the bathroom, would still pee, change my clothes, put some dry clothes on the way. Oh, this is so sad. One time, my grandma visited and made me lay on a mat. Jesus, I was practical about stopping, prayed, was overly conscious. Listen, you know, more than 10 years ago and counting, praise the Lord, amen. Let's tell a story. Listen, there's some people struggling with that, by the way. He actually looks like somebody that bedwets true. Another angle. This is wrong. I'm done. I think I'm done with this story. I shouldn't be laughing at this kind of stuff. You mean Harrysongs urinates on the bed? That's all everybody's getting from this. This is just wrong. I'm done. I'm done with the story. I'm done. What are the lessons we can get from this Harrysongs and his ex-fine beauty queen? Because there's no way this girl is going back to this guy. It ain't gonna happen. I don't think so. If they go back together, they will show each other shaggy. Okay. Wait, there's more. Let me see. Yeah, I think that was that one. Okay. Oh, okay. There's a little short something more. She just said, you've been exposed. Yeah, there's more. Apparently, she said, you have been exposed. Now I can get back to work. Keep chasing clout with your lies. You're just but a content to blogs for the while. Agent of darkness. I'm free from you for good in Jesus' name. Amen. All right. So same story. All right. And I think this one, she posted this. All right, I'm gonna play that. She said, "Go back to your ex or sing, or sing Chinese." She is a troll. She is a bona fide troll. I can't play that song. I can't. You can tell he just added salt and pepper to that one. Incest was the reference to his mom. Oh, that part, the mother-in-law. Yeah. That can be a struggle though. I bedwet till the age of 14. Not fun at all. Oh, so sorry to hear that. Listen, I can already think how traumatic that was for many kids. When kids have struggles, the way we grew up in Nigeria, they were shamed for it. They got lashes for it, and they didn't get the help that they needed for it. And somebody's going to come and tell me, I like the way I was trained. Are you thinking all the way through? It's okay to admire some of the parts about how you were raised, your culture and stuff, but for you to be completely disconnected from all of it, I beg. Anyway, that's another conversation for another day. Going backwards to fantasize about how we parented or how we did relationship, there's no better way to tell me that you lack skills, and it's only a matter of time. It will hunt you down. It will eat you up. That's only if you haven't gone through that already. Okay, but everybody will collect from it. I've been through that too. A certain traditional thing, you just, I'm proud of this. I'm like, calm down. If it worked, it will still be working. It's no longer working because it never worked, because it wasn't sustainable at least. Okay. Anyway, she said, go back to your ex or sing Chinese. She chose to what? She chose to sing Chinese. This girl, I believe that she showed that guy a shaggy. Once she discovered that she had power. Yeah.
Sorry.
She showed him shaggy. Here's the lesson, okay? When you find yourself in funky relationships, you will show yourself shaggy. If you don't know what you're doing, you will show yourself shaggy. You can call it a reaction. Your reactions are actions you're responsible for. You can call it your ex is just an evil person. Clap for yourself. You marry an evil person. Guess what? You're gonna have to disengage from that idea, right? And learn more about yourself. Get to know yourself. You clearly did not know yourself well enough. That's okay. It's time for self-discovery. Okay, it's time to forgive yourself. Self-discovery, self-love, self-respect, so you can build a healthy self-esteem, so you can start attracting the actual level of love and respect that you desire, but more importantly that you deserve. That's the lesson. Because if you don't do that, you will run out into this internet street and you will start singing in Chinese if you don't do it. Okay? I've told you, you cannot unhear this one. You will continue to hear my voice in your sleep. Like that. Okay? In Jesus' name. Until you fix it. In Jesus' name. She's wrong. Omo, she's doing that singing. Let's leave that thing alone. Do me a favor. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, follow. Help me share. We're doing the Lord's work. Help me share. The whole point of this is that I want you to build a healthy relationship. I want you to attract a healthy relationship with your lovey-dovey partner, with a romantic partner, with your children. It's not just about a romantic partner. These are skill sets that you need to learn so that you can build an awesome life for yourself. Okay? So, yeah. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, leave some comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Wala. I don't know what I am talking about here, but I have a feeling that I will find it. Maybe some of you guys might know me well enough. Because again, I just grab stories for the I just grabbed stories for the and I put some kind of backlog together, and I said I'll talk about it, right? This one said big breast Nigerian bodies shares the only thing all Nigerian women want. I feel like this is a story I've already covered. Why do I feel like this is a story I've already covered? Big breasts Nigerian bodies shares the only thing. I feel like that's Saida Boy's story. Let's leave that alone, okay? Shall we? Let's leave that alone. Oh. Yeah, let's leave that alone. But there's something I wanted to share with you. Let's talk about this one. Let's talk about this one. This one will get you stuck in a toxic marital circle. Okay, I want to get your opinions on this one. What is it that can, in your opinion, your experience, there's no right and wrong answer to this. I have something in the back of my mind, but there's probably a million things. Okay, this will get you stuck in a toxic marital circle, or maybe more like cycle, not circle, more like cycle. I want to get you. I want to engage the chat. Come to the chat. What will get you stuck in a toxic? Think. Come to the chat. Chi, I want to hear from you. D-Love, I know you're resting in the bed now. Come and talk to me. This will get you stuck in a toxic marital cycle. It's one thing that comes to mind for me right now. There's a million things that it can be. Okay? But there's one thing at the back of my mind. But come to the chat. Tell me, what is it that can get you stuck in a toxic marital cycle? In your opinion, maybe your experience, maybe somebody's experience that you know. Think. Again, there's no right and wrong answer here. Let's do this exercise together. What is it that can get you stuck in a toxic marital cycle, or in a cycle of toxic marriage, if you will? What is it? Anybody can go. Tell me. Yeah, cycle. In a toxic marital cycle. By the way, most people that are married right now are stuck. Okay, up to 80% of most people that are married right now. So if you're going through something like that, you're not alone. Which means some people have also gone through such situations and they've come out through it. That means there are solutions. Okay, what is it that can get you stuck? Leave your comments. Leave your answer in the chat. I'm coming to it in a second. What is it that can get you stuck in a cycle of a toxic marriage or romantic relationship? You can also look at it like that. What is it? We're almost done for today, by the way. Let me come to the chat. Let's see. Chinye said lack of funds. Yeah, that can do it. Lack of funds can frustrate the life out of anybody. We could talk about that. The cycle of at least he is not going so. That sounds like struggle love, right? Yeah, at least it is not. It's like you're buying that person time. Maybe you're buying yourself time. Maybe one day you wake up to reality. I get that, absolutely. I get that. Which one is the correct one? Marital, help me. Is it circle or cycle? So I'm not going to be blowing stupid English here. Which one is the correct one? She says, sorry, I meant circle. Circle is circle. Cycle is cycle. I feel like it's probably more like cycle. I think anyone can fit, but I'm not sure. I think it's more like cycle. Yeah. Uncle Beno says Bola can get you stuck. Yes, so if you are stigmatized, you can get stuck, right? In a circle. But what I want to know, right? why would lack of funds get you stuck? Because if it's that simple, we should be able to say, hey, let's have a conversation. Let's have a plan. Let's have a plan to get out of a cycle of struggling. And sometimes all you need is a plan for the other person to feel safe, to actually work with you. That's why oftentimes you will hear me push against just finances. Finances is not really an underlying issue. It is an issue. It is not an underlying issue. Why? How come this lack of funds got to your relationship like that? I want to know the why behind why this life event became the ultimate issue for most people. Because if you go to the courthouse, finances is recorded there as top 3. Infidelity, finances, irreconcilable differences, right? So why? What is the why behind lack of funds? Let's think a little bit deeper than that, right? The same thing with Bola, but I agree with you. But why would Bola get a person stuck in a cycle of a toxic marriage? I like that, Anna Dolls. I like that. I like that. Deep insecurity, unaddressed issues. I like that. I'll leave that as is, because obviously for people to people it vary, right? But yes, I agree with deep insecurity, unaddressed issues, because for everybody it will vary, right? So we can't really ask a why behind that, because everybody will be, right? So, okay, you meant circle, like friends. Got you. Let me go back and reread that. Let me make sure I got that right, actually. Let me read that. The circle of at least he's not going. Okay, so the circle around you, friends that keep telling you at least this, at least that. Yes, that would, because they are influential over your life. And yes, these are your friends. You value their opinion. And obviously, you're in a state of confusion. So you're just looking for advice everywhere. You're looking for anybody that can help you with anything, right? Yeah. That's so true. Your circle can get you stuck in a toxic cycle of toxic marriage. Absolutely. Uncle Beno said Kweku, same reason. Same thing. Bola, why would Bola and Kwekus get somebody stuck? Why would Bola and Kwekus? The same thing will go for village people. Right? Why would that get you stuck? There's a why behind this. Okay, because this is now getting me thinking. Now I'm thinking beyond why I even created the topic in the first place. This is getting me thinking. What is it at a deeper level that will allow a person to feel stuck because of Bola? There's Bola everywhere. There's Kwekus everywhere. Right? And there's nothing better than Kwekus than a new Kwekus. I know you never expected it. There's nothing better than Bola than a new Bola.
I never expected it.
So what is it that will get you stuck with one Bola or one Kwekus? What is it? Let me add a little caveat to that. A little small phrase. What is it about you that will get you stuck with one piece of Bola or Kwekus? Especially when it's toxic. As in like toxin, as in like it's poisonous to you. What is it? Village people are chasing you. Right? They get you stuck in a toxic cycle. Unfortunately, that's beyond our scope. That is scope creep for me. We don't cover that topic. If you feel like village people are causing problems for you, guess where to go to find solutions. Go back to the village. I don't cover that. I'm so sorry. So sorry. All right, but let's talk the Kwekus, the Bola, the lack of funds. Okay, so there are many, and I would like to maybe turn this to a bigger topic later on, right? The one that I have also, we have reasons behind it, and that's the rhetoric. It takes two to tango, right? You are inside of the relationship. The other person is not coming to the table the way you envisage they should come to the table, right? The way you picture it in that book, that if the other person is not helping, shout out to, what's her name again? That person was here yesterday again. Is it OJA? I think it was OJA. The person was asked a question around that too, right? If you're stuck with ideologies like it takes two to tango, is that phrase is not wrong. It can be applied wrongly, right? So now you're waiting forever, a cycle. You're going through a cycle. You're waiting forever for that person to show up, right? You will get stuck in a cycle of a toxic marriage if you might be waiting for a long time, right? Yeah. Not knowing where to start with your exit. Yeah. What is it about you that has blinded you in that way? There's something, you're in this toxic situation. Remember, what is the meaning of toxic? It's poisonous. You can feel it. You know that this is not your best life. You know it, but you still can't leave. It has to be something about self. It could be self-belief systems, right? It could be self-inadequacy. It could be, no, I'm not talking about lack of self-fund. That is still very surface, okay? Because the reality is that if it becomes a matter of survival, you will survive if it comes down to that. But you haven't hit rock bottom yet, but you can feel the toxin. You know that something is wrong, and you know that it can be better. And majority of people are yet still living like this, right? I'm just saying. I'm going to leave it hanging like that. We'll come back and cover that topic. Let's continue it in the chat. Let's continue to think about it. But I think it's a very, very big topic, and I think the fact that people don't ask this question is one main reason why they are holding themselves hostage. I said hold on, maybe somebody else is holding them, seemingly holding them hostage in a relationship that don't belong in. Speaking of, I think you'll like this next segment. I'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Let's talk about Femi Fani Kayode. You guys follow this guy's story? You guys know this guy's story? FFK is a Nigerian politician. It's I don't know if they're still married. Was married to a lady called Precious. Her name was Precious. Fine lady too, by the way. Her name Precious. This young lady right here. FFK at this point I think is like what, 63, somewhere between 63 65 years old. 63 years old. This young lady is 35 years old, right? They have again, it's a Nigerian politician, and I think she was a winner of some kind of pageant show or something, and then she got scooped up by this guy as far back as 2014. I think I read earlier on 2014, right? So, and they've had a lot of back and forth, lots and lots and lots of back and forth. This is FFK and his beautiful ex-wife now. I think they're ex-wife now. When is enough enough? It's kind of related to what we were just talking about, right? When is enough enough? Now, anything we say about this topic is easier said than done, especially when people have children. They have 4 children together, one set of triplets and 1 child. All right, so it's not something you can say, why not just leave? That is actually, I want to be nice. If not because I'm trying to be nice, I would say it's a stupid question. Okay, so why not just leave? Okay, it's not that simple. It's not that simple. It's a valid question, but oftentimes when people ask that question, it's a rhetorical question. They're actually trying to shame you for staying. That's what they're trying to do. All right. So, and I think there's a picture of them, that of the family that came out. A picture of him with his triplets. I'm not going to show that because I don't like to show picture of kids on this platform. And she was not present in the picture. Okay, she was not present in the picture. So he took like a whole family picture with all the kids, all 4 of the kids, with another woman that people didn't recognize. And so people are asking, like, where is Precious? Where is Precious? So I think I might have covered Femi Fanikade a little bit here. The Thanos of Mongo Parks. Wahala, I can't stand. Yes, I'm following this story and it's so sad. Yeah. So there's again, when we cover this story, it might seem like this is an attack against men. No, it's not. It's an opportunity for men to look in the mirror and say, hey, let me make sure I don't have this behavior, because I'm the king of my household. I'm the king in my household, and I set the tone. No, I don't build the home. I set the tone. I'm the king of my household. I set the tone. That does not mean that that woman is not capable of bad behavior. But we first of all, one piece at a time, one layer at a time. First of all, assess things from your point of leverage, which is always self, regardless if you're a man or a woman, especially if you're a man. Okay? How you move is exactly what she has to work with, because she's a woman. Now, this man had been divorced multiple times, allegedly, before he scooped up a young Olu alleged Tutu at the age of 54 when she was about 24, 25. He was about 54, 55, and he scooped up a young girl. What happens in that kind of relationship? Especially when they don't have the skills, especially if they have a level of arrogance, not pride, ego, as in the toxic version of them all. What happens? Right? That ego to a young girl that doesn't know what she's doing might seem attractive or can be protected. Right? She got money. He got money. 20 million naira. He will take care of you. Right? And he will feel like a king, because in society, let's stop the cap. This is FFK. FFK is a highly influential human being in Nigeria. Okay? Is that powerful? Right? So you get with this kind of man, yeah, and you have triplets, you have 3 kids, and then you have another follow-up kid. In between the 3 kids, there were allegations of I'm not going to put that on the screen now, just so that they're not scanning us, right? There's all kind of pictures, evidence she posted of going through domestic violence in the hands of this man. There's actual video of ass whooping in the hands of this man. Okay? But what it seems like, when I was reading some of the stories, it looks like she will go back. Okay. There were, first of all, allegations. There were allegations of this stuff going on. Because people talk, especially if you have house girls, maids, and people that can get paid by tabloids to leak news and stuff like that, right? So there were all kind of allegations that something like that was going on. Eventually, she broke out and said, hey, this is what I'm going through. She even posted pictures of what she was going through, including some screenshots. Yeah. Including screenshots of messaging and stuff like that. She actually posted some things on it, calling him a narcissist. I'm free. Kind of like similar to what you saw with Harrysongs earlier on. Okay. So there were all kind of stuff like that. That she was posting what you might want to call receipts. Right? So all that kind of stuff. And then eventually, like I said, she, and then before they knew it, she went back to the guy. And I think that happened multiple times. That allegedly happened multiple times. And that's why I'm asking, when is enough enough, right? Obviously, DV is not just physical, right? Most people, they use physical interchangeably with DV. That's the truth, right? But but anyway, I'm going to read this article that I found here. It says, Precious Chikwendu missing as Fani Kayode throws birthday for their triplets. Former beauty queen Precious Chikwendu, the ex-wife of former Minister of Aviation Femi Fani Kayode, was consciously absent at the birthday soiree of their triplet sons Liam, Aiden, and Ragnar. What kind of names are these? These are not Yoruba names. This doesn't look like Igbo names either. Nigerian news reports that the boys turned 6 on May 21 and their father threw them a birthday party at home during the weekend. The APC, All Progressives chieftain, shared photos of the party via his Instagram page on Monday. Now, I'm asking a question. When you go from 55, 54 years old and you're not secure in yourself as a man, and you go and marry a girl who is 24, 25, who is just coming into life to discover life. If you don't know what you're doing, what are the possibilities of what can come from that kind of relationship in 2024, not in 1964? Okay, not in 1924, in 2024, meaning she has access to a smartphone. Okay, so even if she wants to do quote unquote the right thing, right? If the reality is that she don't collect shiggy, as in literally from you, allegations, if that's the reality. 54-24, 55-25, 57-27. We're counting now up the age now, right? 65, 35 years old. Right? What do you think is going to happen? What are the possibilities? What are the possibilities? What do you think would happen eventually? Right? Do you think possibly they might jump on the internet and say, go back to him or sing Chinese? Do you think this fine girl might choose to sing Chinese? Maybe, maybe not. It might take them a while. When is enough enough? It might take them a while, right? Does she have options? No, she's beyond the wall at 35. Nobody wants her. Did you believe that when you said that? Right. I'm asking you. I'm just asking for somebody. Even you yourself no believe it. Doesn't mean she will find a husband. I'm just saying, did you believe that when you said that to yourself? Who wants her after four? She has 4 kids. Who would want her? Let me get back to that article. So the APC chieftain shared photos of the party via his Instagram. The photos captured FFK posing with his boys and another woman at the birthday. He captioned this photo, "What a wonderful birthday celebration we had for my 3 handsome sons. Thanks to all those that came and that prayed for us. And most importantly, we give thanks to the Lord for all he has done." Did you know that FFK Femi Fani Kayode, did you know that he's an evangelist at their ministry? Actually, it's just a question. I don't know that, but I know he prays a lot. Okay, and he quotes scriptures a lot. These are some of the pictures. This is not showing too much of the kids. I don't think the kids are there, but these are the pictures that he put on the internet at the birthday, and the wife is nowhere to be found in the picture. Okay, now it doesn't matter. We don't know what happened there. It's just a picture, right? But we're getting back to the story, right? Again, the question is that when is enough is enough? Why is it that we can't catch ourselves and say, hey, this person has choices, options, It could be a man, you could be a woman, and you are literally abusing this man. Why is it that we can't stop ourselves and say, hey, I know I feel some type of way about certain things and stuff, but this person have options. I know why. Maybe you're the one that's been abused. I get it. But that should be assessed to make sure that that's the truth. Okay? So they took these pictures. These are the pictures that he allegedly posted. And there's an Olo alleged tutu. Another one, the picture, maybe it's just a sister. Maybe somebody's sister. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay? It doesn't matter. But again, this young lady, I think it seems like she's finally left that relationship. And anytime that happens, it's a bittersweet situation. In one side, that's a family that is no longer together. On the other side of things, it's like, listen, she has the rest of her life ahead of herself, right? So the article continues. Meanwhile, Precious, in a recent social media post, described FFK as a narcissist and toxic manipulator. Precious claims she was reported to the president for cutting off her estranged husband, who wants her to feel the narrative that they are back together as husband and wife. Okay, why is it that the narrative in the social media street is much more important than the reality of what's going on in the relationship? Why do people do this? I'm asking for a friend. According to the ex-beauty queen, their current fallout is different, and Fanny Kayode can only manipulate their children for 5 years until they grow up and become a scammer. Those kids are young. Precious stated that she is not fighting anymore and expressed optimism that her kids would come looking for her at the right time. Do you know what it takes for a mother to say they will come looking for her at the right time? It takes two possible things. I have to cover the two possibilities here. It could mean she's a terrible mother who is ready to throw 4 kids in the garbage. Or it could mean what is more likely the case. It's a matter of survival for her now. She had to settle for less if it means she has to protect herself. So people do all this. It might not be a matter of DV. It might be some kind of abuse. People do a lot of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And sometimes it's too late. Sometimes it's too late. You know? So a lot of the pictures that they've taken together in the past, allegedly, those pictures were taken to make it look a certain type of way. I'm not going to buy into that. I'm sure they had some good times. Okay. The worst of relationship that you know, of course, the picture is painted oftentimes like it's just all the way bad. No, that's not true. That's not the reality for the most cases. Sometimes it's like that. Okay. But there are some good times there. Let's not sit around and just pretend like, you know, relationships just go bad. People grow apart, especially when they refuse to open their mind that there may be there's something I don't know, maybe there's something I can learn. Sometimes it just goes that bad. So when is enough? Sometimes it's not in this lifetime. Sometimes it's 35 years later. Sometimes it's 5 years later. Sometimes it's 2 years later. Some people they will annul the marriage 2 weeks into it. Okay, depending on what jurisdiction they live in. All right, so the age gap is a big deal. There's a lot of people who think money can buy them the work that needs to be done when you marry somebody with a massive, wide age gap. 65 to 35, that's a whole 30 years. I don't care what phase of life you're in. You don't enjoy the same things. That's not an absolute. More likely, you probably don't enjoy the same things, not the same songs. You're listening to Suru laughing Shokobering, and she's like, Zazu, Zazu, Ukwanle. And you're confused, like, and you're like, wait, what does that have to do with anything? It's just an example. You probably can't relate in many, many ways. And whenever those frictions come, you probably be like, I'm your father. You won't say those words, but you might as well just say it. You're better off just saying the words so we can know what we're dealing with. And the reality is that you're not supposed to be the father. You're supposed to be a lover, a homie, and a friend. I don't know. We don't know. I'm just saying, okay? But there's evidence, what they call receipts on the internet of this being a very violent, toxic relationship. When is enough enough? At what point? What about now? Like right now? It doesn't have to be a permanent decision. What about right now? You can choose to decide enough is enough. Marital says what he did would be illegal everywhere, but he's in Nigeria as a politician, a very powerful one at that. APC shifting. APC, the what do you call them? The not the running party. The party that's basically leading Nigeria right now. Okay, that's a word I'm looking for. I can't find it. Separated mother and children, basically used the poor lady as a surrogate and prisoner. It's going to be a while. And I pray for her that she'll be able to have a connection, because it sounds like she ran away from the house and she's good for now. And she's settled for less and say, listen, peace of mind, survivor, emotional survivor. This is the type of power many Mongo packs want. And it's not even, I don't know why they want that, because they're actually shooting themselves on the legs doing that. I would like to call in at a certain point. Oh, let's do that right now. Sorry, I missed that. Let's do that right now, and then I'll call it a day. We can finish off the show with you, my G Chinye. Yeah, maybe you actually know more about the story. I would love to hear it. Thank you. Lies men tell women to make them be stuck. Asiocha. Yeah, come and tell me what Asiocha means. Which kind of evangelist from the deepest pit of He quotes a lot of Bible. You have to remember that. Some people will rather you quote and back everything up with scriptures, remember? I cannot forget that one. That one shocked me. In the beginning, I think Bifale. But it's okay. Yeah. So I think it's pretty when people chop breakfast, I want to put this point in there, right? When you chop or you serve breakfast, it's not free. It costs a lot of energy. You're going to have to heal from a lot of resentments. There's nobody that goes through breakfast and just go scot-free, and after all you dump them, you move on. You know, we like to tell ourselves that on the internet. Just dump him and keep him moving. No, it's not that simple. It's not that simple. So that young lady, I hope she seeks the help that she needs. You know, and everything is possible. Femi Fani-Kayode, all those allegations, they're probably true. And if he's perpetuating those kind of behaviors, he cares about something. Okay? At least he cares about his ego. He wants to paint a certain type of narrative, which is why they will kind of patch the relationship and come on the screen and just act like everything is good. They will take picture so they can put the bloggers to shame finally. Like, right? Let's put them to shame. Let's take a picture. A lot of people try to fix their issues like that. Shout out to Lady Blessed. She was on Instagram. She said, don't nobody want her. She know that they will use her. That's it. Wahala. Shout out to you, Lady Blessed. All right. So, yeah. Anyway, let's round this show up. I think we might cover. There's going to be more coming out of the camp of Femi Fani-Kayode. If you feel toxin, you're not alone. If you feel like the situation you're inside is poisonous, you're not alone. It's not the end of the world. Heaven is not going to fall out of the skies. Seek help. Don't wait for it takes two to tango. Don't do that to yourself. Seek the help that you need. Okay? Don't be waiting around inside a marriage and say it takes two to tango. That's how you end up in a toxic marital cycle. Seek the help. Engage the help that you need for you. Okay? If you're not okay, you cannot create a good marriage. You just can't. It doesn't matter how perfect the other person is. You probably would drain them anyway. Okay? You probably would drain them anyway. You're trying to call from laptop. Call now. Hit the link. I'll give you another 60 seconds. If not, we're going to have to turn it till tomorrow. Okay? It's already 10 p.m. here on our side of the town. Hit the link. I'm waiting for you. So don't wait. Okay? If you don't feel safe, protect yourself. If you don't feel safe, you feel you're locked up somewhere, if you're in the Western world, you have the opportunity, hopefully, let me just say that, call 911. Everybody go there, all right. You shouldn't call police on your husband. You shouldn't call police on your wife. Says who? It's better for them to sleep in jail for 3 days, especially if it's a Friday. Even better. It's better than for us to hear some crazy news. Okay, it's better. No, I'm not encouraging it. People just don't wake up one day and say, I want to call police on my... No, that's not how it works. It's just a situation where they don't feel safe. And they are probably going to end up protecting you by them calling the police. Did you ever think about that? Instead of them doing something stupid to you, they decide to call the police. You ever thought about that? Oh no, it's just these Western people. They think you want to westernize everything. Okay. By the way, all of these terrible, crazy news are happening in Nigeria. They just don't have enough coverage. Can you imagine something, God forbid, happen in Femi Fani-Kayode's backyard? And there's a journalist there trying to cover it. Can you imagine it? Probably not. Do you think it might be covered up? I'm not saying anything happened. I'm just saying. She's probably a lucky person today. Let me bring Chia to let's hope our audio is connected. Chia, talk to me. How you there? Talk to me.
Can you hear me good?
Oh, it's beautiful, crisp.
Oh my God, you had no idea what I was doing. I was cooking while I was on the show, so I had to quickly take the food to my parents and run kitty get to my room and connect on my laptop because my phone, you guys wouldn't have been able to hear me.
Right.
Yeah, so I know you're getting ready to round up, so I'll try to make it quick.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you know some of the history already with when she left previously.
Mm-hmm.
And she left for good, but and then she fought so hard to also have some, not to have the kids to herself, but to be able to see her children,
have some custody, some kind of visitation rights,
time that they can spend with her. But he used his power to just really just deal with her. And as a mother who carried who gave birth to 4 boys, how do you even have the heart? She was just begging the public, trying to see how she can get some help. And the conditions he was giving her, he was just very oppressive and manipulative, and to the almost like somebody that is pinned to the wall where you don't have any options. And he was oppressing her with the option of, the only way you can see your children is if you live here with us.
Stay married, stay in the house.
I want to stay married, and somehow they got some type of resolution. They didn't really tell us what happened, but it seemed like she still didn't want the marriage, but she just wanted to,
She wanted to be with her kids.
to be with her kids. And even up to when before she went there, she
Mm-hmm.
kept saying, I'm not, we're not together, like we're not together.
Hmm.
But um, eventually, not sure what their compromise was. And then she ended up going. I remember before she went back to, to see, not for the relationship, but how she can be in that house, with the kids or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I remember people kept telling her, well, if the kids are important to you, you should at least go back. Like, and this person is like, yo, I'm traumatized by this man. I don't want, like, why can't we just co-parent in peace? Why am
Hmm.
I being forced into something that I know that it's scary, where it's a possibility I can even lose my life? And
Hmm.
after trying so many different things and this food that I can't stand, I used to love this man, but when I
You
finally found
did?
that yeah, but when I found that he was a monster and a kani and wear belly face and licking some nyashes to get position in the government,
Hmm.
that's when I was like, nah, this one no be at all. But anyway, um, so she finally went back. I don't believe she went back to be in a relationship with him,
Mm-hmm.
but just if
But
staying in
is
the house,
that what it was painted as in the public?
that's what it was painted as in the public. But
Hmm.
eventually, later on, I started seeing her with him in events and stuff like that.
Right.
Now this time that I guess she's at the breaking point. Like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. Even if it means me like losing these children, because I really really fought and I gave it my all, and because the power is more than my power.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna just count my losses for now, hoping that my children will see all the things that are on the internet, like hoping that my children will see that I really fought for them. Because of course somebody like this, like their father, would manipulate them and say all kinds of things
Mm-hmm.
negative, to them, to paint their mom black. I mean, that's how I see this man. Very easy. I remember
Hmm.
one time when they were not together, and he came out singing, "Mommy, what power, powerless."
I think I seen that. Yes. I think I seen that.
Man is
Yeah.
an idiot.
Oh my God.
Jesus power, super power, mommy, what power, powerless.
Yeah,
Power.
because
Basically,
he's a Jesus
all
freak. Didn't he kneel down in front of one of these big pastors and they were ordaining him? They said he would become a president one day.
he was
I think that.
ordained. Who? Oh man, you know what? Let me hold my tongue.
Listen, this guy has money and influence.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm just remembering how she through and everything, and the Nigerian court systems, was not helping her. Of course, this one other person has money and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It just really breaks my heart, because these children will go through a lot without their mom being there, and like at a point, some of her children might, see her fighting and be able to forgive the whole situation, and some might be like, nah, when I needed you, you weren't there. And
Mm-hmm.
they might have these abandonment issues. Like, I know there are people, that are close to me that I know where there's a situation with their parents, and I mean, till today is affecting them. They are grown, they have their children.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the children forgave the situation with their mom. Some didn't. It was, they were like in a really toxic situation. So it
Yeah.
really breaks my heart what these children would go through. I just, like, this man easily get women. Just allow this woman to see the children. It's like, you just want to oppress someone's child. Like, let her be.
Yeah.
Co-parent in peace. But mm,
That's the thing with this type of ego, because it's not just it's not just practicing that with it's not just practicing that with his wife. You know, there's a certain way he conducts himself in public. You know,
Oh, yeah.
even with journalists and things like that.
When he cursed the journalist out, that asked him a
Yeah.
question that is supposed to be asked, like, why are you so butthurt if that's not what you're doing? Like, way he cursed out the journalist and all this craziness, couldn't even hold his decorum. Like Negro,
They call who?
they'll go take several seats. He was still, and when he was acting ratchet, he was still speaking proper British English.
Let me steal this clip from Nezeview. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Check this one out.
That thing now, let me address. What type of stupid question is that?
That's
What type of stupid question is that? Bankrolling who? Do you know who you are talking to? I will not take any questions from this man. What type of insulting question is that? Which bankroll? To do what? Who can give me money for anything? Who do you think you are talking to?
This is a journalist he's talking to.
I don't want to take any questions from this man. Very stupid. I could see from your face before you got here how stupid you are. Don't ever talk to me like that. Who do you think you're talking to?
He's talking to a grown man.
You think that I'm one of those ones you'll be from who? From how? When? Where? How? You have a small mind. Very small mind. Don't judge me by your own standards. I've been in politics since 1990. I'm not one of these politicians you think will just come. I've been locked up how many times by this government? Suffered. I've been persecuted. Unlike most of
There you go, persecuted. That's the Bible language, kingdom language. He's been persecuted.
He's still speaking with proper diction.
And that is it's a Queensbridge. What do you call it? I want UK. I want to school. People that went to school in UK. those ones that have gone to school in the UK, you know, in the 60s for that matter.
Lord.
They speak, you know, Queen's English.
If you're acting ratchet, let your grammar match the ratchetness. Don't be blowing proper Queen's English. And then you're acting like a complete ass.
Yeah, I'm sure they had a moment where everything was okay until it became, where you going? You can't go there. You can't go out, you know. And then speaking to what you said about people, including the president, probably trying to encourage her to stay, right? I remember when we were going through stuff, somebody actually told my wife, like, look at you riding around in BMW. You know, who else do you think, you know, like, just hold your home, you know. They will say things like that to her. Now, to be fair, I was also in a place where I was hoping that those things will work. Not because of manipulating her to stay, it's because anything for her to stay, even if it's manipulation, just manipulate her to stay and watch over my kids. You see what I'm saying? And maybe potentially, like, without doing the work, let's just snap a finger and she'll come back inside the house, you know. So people will use things like status, they will use things like money, they will use, you know, like, for them, this is damn near one of the most powerful men in Nigeria. You know?
Look at that father and daughter picture. Now, some women, they get mine, though.
So you can't do that. You can't get with a 65-year-old man.
Hell no. Me way too much like me when my ass when they day one place. They like to go out, have fun, this and that. What are we gonna be discussing? Like, yeah, I know money is attractive, but I cannot.
Let me tell you, if you're a
years older,
if you're a young person and you end up with an older man who wants to use manipulative tactics to force attraction down your throat, they will end up accusing you of sleeping with other men. It's just going to happen. It's only a matter of time. When? It's a matter of when, not if. They will be insecure. Okay?
Absolutely. Look at her. She's so fine.
They will be insecure. And shout out to the Shadi Okoya and the Okoyas. Everybody was celebrating them yesterday. That man is about what? You don't know the Eleganza CEO guy. Okay. Eleganza The wife is about 45. He's about almost 90, 80, 90.
Whoa.
They have 4 grown kids together now. She was the talk of the town when they got married about 20 years ago. So they're actually like, I think they're about 20-year anniversary now.
People they get mind.
I'm sure somebody is fantasizing that Regina Daniel is going to become that. I pray that she becomes exactly that. I do.
I mean, just what I see in the pub, to be honest with you, when it comes to Regina Daniel, you know, like I know people will portray in public what they want us to see, but what I'm seeing, I'm actually very surprised. Like, she's a very mature girl, like more mature than I would have expected her to, especially somebody who was married off so young, and the way she conducts herself and the picture that I saw in public about Ned is like somebody who oppresses the people from his town and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised that.
Is that his reputation? I thought people like him.
No, his reputation is that these people don't like him.
I know Showore don't like him. He has a case in Showore in court.
His reputation is that like the land in their area that he, like basically people gave land where he promised that he would use it for the betterment of their people, but he took all those lands for himself.
Oh,
and
wow.
like, if you say anything, they'll, you know, you would get police to oppress you and stuff like that. So he has that really bad reputation. But what really surprised me is that I thought he was one of those people that, you know, after marrying Regina, she'll be suppressed and she'll no longer be able to do what her craft is. But no, she's still, you know, she's producing movies, she's still acting very current movies. And you know, she's just thriving in her whatever, you know, and also involved in assisting her husband politically. So I like the fact that she's able to still, like, you know, he didn't just like suppress her and tuck her inside, and she's
right.
Not,
it seems like she has, at least in the public persona, like she has the freedom that will be ideal.
Right, and she's still acting her movies, and she's still participating in things like, you know, where they're go in those public in those political meetings or whatever, and but whatever else is happening indoors, I don't know. But I mean, I'm surprised to see that. I mean, first of all, like, just being that she's able to still continue with her acting. You know, of course now she's more mature, the roles are different. I'm shocked by that. But to be honest with you, marrying your ancestor or somebody 20 years older than you, I can't.
Let me play this short clip. Apparently she was on with Judy 2 years ago. Let me play this short clip.
And that they are divorced. That was like 8 years. Me, it was more like being there for someone. When he told me his stories with the EFCC, how everybody abandoned him, he says, well, that was gone with his kids, his children were even getting married without his permission. Said all sorts of nasty stuff about the kids and everybody that had been in his life. I felt pity for him. Especially the fact that he goes to court and he claimed he had helped lots of people, he has been nice to lots of people, and now it is time for him to deal with issues. Everybody left him. He said Regina, the last wife, left with his daughter when the EFCC came after him. So she's a Ghanaian, she took her daughter and she left. That's the story.
So he was married to a Ghanaian.
So he's been alone since then, and that they are divorced.
And they came there to save him.
That was like 8 years after. That's the story he gave me.
Told you, right?
Yes. Now I felt pity for a man who claims to have helped lots of people, and everybody has left him in the state where he was. So
apparently that's a good tactic to use. Let's tell a sob story.
I'll follow him to court. Then when I came to Abuja, I was there with him, but we were not sexually involved. Because at that time, I was really hurt by my previous relationship. Finding out that there was
she don't collect too.
Else there. So for me, it was like
two vulnerable people.
Okay.
Because later on, I saw a wedding invitation of this person I was waiting for.
Right.
And that broke me. I just made a harsh decision of not even getting married. I just walked and said,
until they swept you off your feet.
You said you wanted us to have, you wanted sons, right?
This is what you said to what you call the father of your children.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was asking for kids because I started getting blackmails like, oh, people are seeing you around me, and next thing they're saying you're a gold digger, you're going to leave me. Oh, this person has published this, they called you a gold digger. To shut out their insinuations, I think it is best you give me sons.
Give me
I don't
sons.
have sons. I have 5 daughters, but I don't have sons. You can look at the house, there's nobody visits me. I want kids.
Right.
So we went for.
I read somewhere, by the way, that I think she alleged that he could not impregnate her. That's why they went for, what do you call it, IVF? One of those things. That's what I read somewhere.
Yes, like he was saying that his boiler was not, functioning.
He wasn't firing. Jesus Christ.
Cannot stand.
Huh. I'm gonna look at this girl now. Look at this girl.
Tomato juice.
Can you imagine? Jesus. Anyway, let's keep going.
He was specific. He wanted sons.
He wanted
had
sons.
5 daughters, and he's never had a son.
So the IVF was to ensure that you had sons.
Yes, we had sex selection done.
Sex selection.
And then I had to go receive back the
Treatment.
embryos into me. They were implanted, and I waited. Even at the cost of that embryo implanting in me, I had the most violent experience, beatings and all of it.
Whoa.
Right. So he beat you while you were trying to get pregnant.
Even when I was pregnant with my first child.
Whoa.
When it was confirmed that I was pregnant, it was even confirmed that it was a boy.
Right. And he knew.
He knew. And he will punch me in my stomach, call the baby. Is it because of the cockroach you're carrying in you? Is
Because
that
of
why
the
you're
cockroach
doing
you are
this?
carrying in you.
Punch me, and
See
he will tell me
mouth.
that he'll get rid of it. He'll get the cockroach out of my stomach. This thing was not a situation people don't know. Lots of people knew about it. Big names.
Big names
Because
know
whenever
about
he
it.
beats me up,
and then at the end of the day,
I
you're
threatened
calling.
to leave back my.
You said what?
How do you claim that you want a son and then the envelope carrying your child? That's what I'm gonna call her now. And you know it's that son that you want so bad, and you're calling that your child inside the womb cockroach, not even caring. Like women when they're pregnant are in the most volatile state.
Yeah. So I'm doing because me in my regular mind here, I hear all kind of crazy stories all the time, but I still can't imagine me being in it. Right? I've seen enough to have, and I've studied enough to know, right? But when it gets down to assault, that's where you lose me.
It's too crazy.
That's where you lose me, Yeah.
Things go to the door. There's drama. Bodyguards bundle me everything. He ends up, because I am so adamant on leaving, he will call someone, maybe someone of high esteem, to talk to me. The Dasukis have been involved. Both Colonel Sambo Dasuki himself, his wife, has been involved. Nnamdi Kanu at some point has called me to plead with me.
And they called you to plead with you to
Yes,
stay with FFK.
October 2019, I left. He insulted me openly at a dinner we had in Slick Bay Chinese restaurant here in Abuja.
All right. So let's do this. I'm seeing some comments and I want to hear more about it. You guys might just know what we don't know. I see Beyond Braid says she's playing victim in my opinion. Tell us a little bit more. Maybe you know something we don't know. But Abeno said, this is PT story, I beg.
How is she playing victim when she have black eye? And I've seen her live when she was recording him and he came and slapped.
Yes, and I'm intentionally not playing that.
Please.
I'm intentionally not playing that because I didn't want to play.
Bruises, black eye, cuts.
There's pictures of cut on. Hold on 1 second. There's pictures of cuts and stuff like that. Now those are digital receipts.
I mean, please.
Those are digital receipts. So maybe that's why you don't believe. I get it, But let me play a little bit small of it. This is a person's conduct. I don't think it actually matters if it's true or not. If you conduct yourself a certain way, I will formulate an opinion. It is what it is around that. Not just me, forget me for a second. The world will formulate an opinion around that. But tell me more. Maybe there's more to what we don't know. Let's keep going.
Problem. Everybody wants peace, but you know it must be insult, it must be this, it must be that.
You have been abusing me since, and I've said no word to you.
Not insult, you will not be.
Leave me alone.
Who the hell are you?
Stop abusing me.
Now, come and carry this.
Precious took to social media to release a dirty.
Everybody wants peace, but you know it must be insult, it must be this, it must be that.
You have been abusing me since, and I've said no word to you.
Not insult.
All right, so she's smacking. You're smacking something off of somebody's hands. Does that not look like what's the name of the married couple that we covered here a while back? They're YouTubers. Jamie Perkins, blah blah blah. What's the other girl's name?
The Sudanese girl.
Yes. So if you can smack something off of somebody's hands, that's all it takes. You don't have to touch a person. You need help. You need help. If you're smacking something off of other people's hands because you're upset, that's all it takes to hurt, to literally buy a person. That's all it takes. You know? So I'm trying to see, maybe there's more to what you guys know beyond this. Why is this a sub story? You know? And I think Chidi is also very good at asking very provoking questions that will get people telling on themselves. You know? But I'm seeing that video for the first time. Maybe I haven't watched it enough, you know. Of course, he would tell those stories to lure her into his nest. There was gender selection involved. All these are excuses. Why married a man twice your age with history of... I mean, we heard those stories. Oh, that's what you were saying. The PC story he was telling her. Is that what you were saying? To get... Maybe that's what you guys were saying. MOP kind of easily fall for these stories. What about what I just played? Was that easily falling? If you say so, guess what? You know what time it is.
You're right.
No, my brother, I know they collect. No. My brother is right. My brother is right. If you say so, I'm just saying. FFK is evil, toxic, but why is she married to him in the first place? We can't do that. We can't do that. We can't ask those questions. Those questions, once you've laid you pick up your hands, we can't ask those questions. And it's not just about protecting the lady for not asking those questions. The reason why you're not allowed to ask those questions, because that question is a function of a type of mindset. And you must avoid that mindset at all cost. You can't afford to ask a person who is no longer here, why were you married to that person in the first place? You can't do that. It's too costly to ask those questions. Leaving is medicine after damage has been done, but credit to her for finally leaving though. No, you're playing balance with something that has no balance. When you lift your hands and hit another person, there's no balance. You're playing balance. Let's judge it equally on both sides, yo, so that we can't do that. There's some things that just like when you're talking to your children, your sons, especially your sons, you have to tell them this is a no-go area. Because there are grown men on this internet, yes, I know, saying, well, she cannot deserve the slap back too. Go ahead, Chinye. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say to Bano's comment about why did she marry him in the first place. Well, first of all, you have to remember when when he got with her, of course he's gonna be sweet and try to lure her in with all these pity stories. He probably didn't put his hands on her at that time, but then when they got in the relationship, he started putting his hands on her. And you know, and the thing is, we already know, like, you know, like Nigerian women, like in general, it's, you know, when you're in an abusive relationship, especially Nigerian women, they're not so quick to like run out. They probably be thinking, "You go better, you go better." But then when she finally escaped, because you know, she finally escaped where he oppressed the crap out of her, not allowing her to see the children, using the children as a pawn, you know.
So Chinye, let's try this. Let's give it a shot. Let's hold her accountable. What does that sound like, please?
Holding her accountable, I guess. Okay, so for example, I would say, let's say they got together, and you know, he finally lures her in, and then she starts seeing the signs of him hitting her even before she did that IVF. That probably would have been the best time for her to escape. At that time, if she escaped, she wouldn't have much to lose, because now she didn't have, you know, children or whatever. And then let's say, okay, she did get pregnant and he kept hitting her. She shouldn't have gone for the other IVF to be pregnant with triplets, a whole triplets. But situations like that are easier said than done. Also, because like when someone is in an abusive state of mind, their mind is all gaga. They're not really even coordinating. But I think that, you know, us women, if we see this kind of signs early, we should really just keep it pushing, because you know go better. Especially for someone who's like 30 years older or 30 years your senior.
Well, you're right.
Are y'all happy now? We've held her accountable. Are you happy now? What did we learn? Keep a balance. Blame her too. You are blaming him, blame her too. Are we happy now? We didn't know that before. You have to hear Chinye say that.
You doing what?
Let's continue. It's okay. Gentlemen, listen to me carefully. You cannot afford the balance game with women. They are not your mates. Especially if you have money for data that you're watching this show. They are not your mates. Okay? They are not your mates. They will be inside this chat playing balance with you. You will collect. Oh my God.
Sorry.
You will collect. You can't afford this stupid balance game. You cannot afford it. Wait until you start having sex with her. She will show you.
Sorry.
Just wait. Just wait. You want to fantasize about a world where women are just equal. You can hold them accountable at the same level. Do you live in that kind of world? You don't. You don't live in that kind of world. I don't know what's wrong with you with this stupid balance stuff. You do not live in a balanced world. This is a world where power plays a role. There's no fairness. In love and war, all is fair. They don't feel like you're being fair. They think it's a man's world. So if they feel like you don't show them shege, they want, what they call it, their pound of flesh back 10,000 times over. So of course, we're not going to sit around and make it okay for a Femi Fani-Kayode to talk anyhow at other journalists in 2024. And then that behavior is matching the way he treated his wife. And we should just be like, okay, let's hold him accountable too. But I bet no, what is all this balance stuff now? Uncle Beno, on mute.
Hey, bro, Alpha.
Papa, we can't afford this stuff. We can't teach men that there's balance. There's no balance.
I'm not talking about balance, brother.
Who are you talking about? You and who was that person? Who was that person?
Yeah, I like his opinion too. That's why I just say let me jump in real quick.
Yeah.
Sister Chingy, how you doing, my sister?
I'm good, but no, good
You
evening.
and that your sweet voice. That voice sweet. It be like voice when they fit carry go club.
Thank you. You are a Wahala person.
So basically, me, brother, I don't want to waste your time. I am not blaming her or FFK or something. Just based on what your platform represents, I'm just of the opinion that when you see the red flag written so bold and big, but because there are millions of naira attached to that red flag, then you jump in. 1 year, 2 years later, you begin to see the other side of that millions that attracted you.
Right.
And now, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, he's evil, he's this, he's that. Me personally, I don't buy into that. That's just the reason why I said, why are you there in the first place? Are you feeling me now? I hate anything abusive, anything beating woman. I don't know why. I just don't like it. All my friends, everybody who knows me, they know my stand when it comes to I slap you. Don't even threaten anybody. You're gonna slap or you're gonna do this. Not mentioning you actually putting your hands on that person. I don't subscribe to that. Now, it's a common practice among young ladies, especially in Nigeria. And we have to start preaching these things. Money is not everything. Until you get into that money and you see what is beneath that money, before you will know that I've already made mistake. Many of these young girls that are married to men twice their age, they are finding it tough and hard inside. Forget the makeup, coming outside, laughing, smiling, showing the cars, the houses, everything. That is just what they are using as camouflage to cover up what they are passing through. If you see a girl who marries a man that is twice her age, I'm not talking about Western world, I'm talking about Nigeria right now. You see a young girl who marries a man twice her age, she's attracted to money. Nobody can tell me anything otherwise.
So let's pause there for a second, right?
Okay.
Now you said, and let me, Beyond Bray said that's not the kind of balance I'm talking about. She brought in the word blame. I didn't bring in the word blame. She brought in the word blame, right? Can you tell me at any point today, you can paraphrase, it doesn't have to be exact. Can you tell me at any point today where I blamed Femi Fanikari outside of just playing his conduct?
No.
Video of his conduct.
No,
can you point that out today?
No, you are not blaming, not matter of blaming. You're just pointing out
I played the video of his behavior.
Yeah. Exactly. You're
now, second question for you, right? Why is it that not just you, many people have a tendency to move in the direction of skewing to one side as opposed to just look at this? Either you're a Femi or Precious. You don't want to find yourself in this situation. I said, in fact, what I said is that if you're a 35-year-old person and you're going to be with this 65-year-old man, if he's not secure in himself, he will say you are sleeping with somebody at some point. Did I not say that?
Yeah, of course.
Why are we hearing something else from what I said? I'm very curious.
No, it can be. Are you asking me why I said you
just
buy
if
into
you
a
find it,
story?
sure, but it's also rhetorical. It's a question. It's an honest question for everybody in the chat. Why do we have it? We have that tendency because I will answer the question myself. We really move in this life like it's a balanced world. It's not, and it will never be. It will never be. Forget it. That fantasy, forget it. Okay? Somebody's going to be a winner and somebody's going to be a loser. And what I want is that anybody that's watching me right now, I want you to win. That doesn't mean you should go out there and be victimizing people. Sometimes the people you might have a tendency to victimize, you can bring them on your team and you can win together. But you are still, when somebody wins, somebody is losing. I want you to get that right. That's how life works, period. Now, if you go into a court of any jurisdiction where they are not paying and bribing people, Femi will lose all day because the power is not balanced as a default. He has too much power. And that's why rich people pay more taxes. Is that fair? They made the money. Why are you charging them more taxes? But it's a society of everybody. So anybody who seems to have more power, at least from what we can see, will be held more accountable. That's just how life works. I don't want you to be in denial about how life works because you go collect. That's how life works. To whom much is given, much is expected. But we're pushing hard against it, against that reality. That's why without me even siding Femi, we are hearing it. We are obsessed with the word of fairness. That's where there are courts. It's because it's not fair in the first place. Even when you get to court, now evidence. Because if you don't get evidence, you go shalaye tired. But Aben, speak, please.
Well, my stand is that for any other lady out there, especially those in Nigeria, if they are hearing this, don't marry any man with a history of abuse. When you come across a man who's been married, divorced once, twice, third time, he's coming for you, there is something that is chasing those women away. There is something in the component of his character that is definitely is the problem and the reason why those women are leaving him. There is nothing special about you that you're gonna marry this man. Oh, he's not gonna treat me like the rest of them. He's gonna be nice.
Is it me or that's his internet? Is he skipping? Chinye?
I can hear you very well. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can hear me. Okay, your thing was skipping in and out. I think
I can hear you very well. I hear you very well.
Okay,
Can
continue. Say it again.
Yeah, I said, can you hear me? Because I can hear you.
Chinye, help me now. Can you hear him?
Oh. Bro, like, you can't hear me.
I hear you, but it's choppy. Everybody in the chat, tell me, can you hear him or it's choppy? In the chat, tell me. I want to make sure we hear him very well. Let's see here.
Oh, but I can hear you very well.
You can hear me very well?
Yeah.
Let me see something. Hold on 1 second. See that? Chiye, say something. It could be me. It might be me. You can hear me well. Okay, it's me. All right, continue, but I'll push myself out.
All right, so what I'm saying is...
I'm sorry, I stepped away for a second. I could hear you. I could hear both of you well.
All right, sister.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is, when you found a man, no matter how much interest he shows in you, he already have history of abuse with at least a long line of exes on his list. There is something about him that is chasing those ex-wives away. If a man divorced one time, we might say, okay, maybe the wife, blah, blah, blah. But second time, third time, and every time, this man abuses those wives. He beat them. He do whatever he wants. Why are you ready to take up that challenge? What gives you the mindset that this man is going to treat you differently from how he treated the rest? So that's just my point. I felt sorry for the wife. I quite understand how she felt. She did not expect what actually came for her, but she would have saved herself the stress. Let me tell you something now, brother. Do you know if this particular lady Precious have told FFK from beginning that I would rather be your mistress. I don't want to marry you. Okay, I get it. You want male child. I will give you those male child, but I don't want to be your wife. I'd rather be your mistress. FFK would have treated her the way he treated her. Are you getting my point?
Which young Nigerian girl would want to just be a mistress and have
the
a
thing
bunch
is,
of kids.
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yes, I
You guys
can
can
hear
hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Something is terribly wrong with my. Let me try something. 1 second. Something is terribly wrong with my audio here. Let me see here.
You sound very clear though.
Exactly.
I sound good, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Maybe it's your earpiece or something.
It's my browser. Let me restart the browser. You guys keep talking. I'll be right back. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, but no, I don't think any girl her age, as young as she is, an Igbo girl for that matter, would want to just be his mistress as opposed to his wife and settled in and married and stuff like that. Even though I heard some things later on that something in terms of I don't know if it said it wasn't completely married properly or something based on like the backstory of when all those issues started happening with court and stuff like that. I was like, what?
Yeah, this is crazy. I
can you hear me?
I felt
Yeah,
sorry
I can
for
hear
her. We can hear you.
Okay. All right. So repeat your question. Sorry again. Repeat your question again.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you asked a question earlier. I mean, it was choppy, so I couldn't hear it.
Oh, it wasn't a question. I was saying, why didn't she rather be a mistress than being a wife? Because if she had been his mistress and agreed to give him those baby boy he desperately needed, he wouldn't have treated her the way he treated her because he married her. That's just what I'm saying. Because people have to learn. Women especially have to teach these younger ones that money is like a magnet, is what most of these toxic men use to attract them over. They
All
throw
right.
money
So
at
the
you,
point
do
is,
everything.
so let me get this straight. You're saying money is an influence that he used.
Yes, money, status, his political position, and all that. You
Right,
know?
status. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, and you're saying because he used money. I'm trying to see what the point is. Because he used money, then what?
I'm saying that if she knew she can see those red flags from the beginning, but maybe she just believed that, oh, he might not treat me the way he treated those other women, and of course he's gonna come with some pity story when he's approaching her. He's probably gonna tell her all kinds of bad stuff about his exes, and then she just buys.
So he has histories of rubbishing his exes, right? So remember, we covered the story. Were you here when I covered Harrysongs story?
I was hearing everything you did today. I'm actually
Right,
at home,
today.
but I heard everything.
Okay, good. Yeah, so same thing. Remember I said there's a pattern. If he did this, he will do it again.
Martha made a good point earlier when she said, hey, if you're talking to a man who's talking a whole lot of smack about their ex, then you might want to watch that.
Today's lesson was really for the ladies to learn. I'm just kind of confused why we didn't hear it that way. But today's lesson, listen, there's going to be I'm agreeing with you guys. There's going to be Femi Fanikayode out there. You might just start to feel like you want to protect him. When I'm saying women should avoid them, but it's the women that I'm holding accountable. You get it?
I get it. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
There's going to be, if you become an easy target, I talk about easy target all the time, you will collect, But if there's any man listening, I also like to point that out for my brothers. Listen, you might be right. All these people might just be evil. They just want to hurt you. How about call the police first? I said that today. I said call the police. You be the first to call the police. Right? If it's bad behavior, it's bad behavior. But once you start to enable it, you have to look at you, say, you enable that behavior. You're incentivizing that behavior.
Sorry, MOP.
Yes, sir.
I don't think the lady is even revealing everything about FFK. FFK is far worse than that.
She can't do that.
Well, yeah, based on what we've heard about him before. This is the same man who locked his own elder brother in the house. I don't know if you heard this story before. He locked his elder brother in the house and treat him like he's an SLAV.
I mean, he was born into a rich family, wasn't he? He wasn't
Yeah.
the first big guy in his family.
Oh, this guy, that dude is like a mafia in his own world. So
Yeah.
I think the lady is not actually revealing everything he did to her in that marriage. I felt sorry for her though, but I'm just kind of like, it's like this kind of story is way too common nowadays. And just like Sister Chiye was talking about Regina earlier, that so far she likes the way the husband actually allow her to do what she wants. She's still acting and everything. My sister, if you look into Regina closely, Regina is an actress. She's just doing.
She's acting. It's all a skit.
She's just acting. I'm telling you,
it's possible.
She's just acting. There is a certain level that an old man would be at, and that old man will allow a young little girl he married to be playing around his ex young boy.
Right.
You know, Regina and his ex, they were actually, I think they were doing a movie or something together. Where people were like, oh, this man is, and I was laughing like, oh, Danny Boboyi, you don't know jazz. That man is a senior manipulator, and the story will come out later.
And also, her fame, he needs the fame too for his political
Exactly.
career.
Right.
Exactly.
So like whenever he's on those political meetings, she's the wife that goes with him.
He needs to be
That's
an
the
upstanding
wife.
man with the wife with no mess, no scandals.
Exactly.
And things like that.
So
yeah.
you know what he's doing? I heard from some grapevine that on marrying the girl, he had her do some fetish things, some swearing and all that.
Yeah, it's open. People like from their area, Anyoma, they're like really deep into it. Like, oh, if you're married,
Whose area?
No, Ned. Ned is from Anyoma.
Oh, the Ned and them. Okay, you don't
Yeah.
switch to Ned. I was wondering what you guys talking about.
Yeah, Ned Mokola, he's from Anyoma, and their tradition is, if you marry a woman into the family, if the woman cheats, this, that. So they did some conk traditional thing in that marriage. And when we were doing all those things, me on the side watching this video, I was like feeling so uncomfortable. Like, this one, you don't enter one chance to be that.
Exactly, Sister Achinye. So that's why I'm just like, look, y'all don't know what's going on. When you see an old man who married a very, very young girl, and he's not worried, he's so confident and calm. The girl can do whatever she wants. Bro, there is danger lurking behind. Nothing will happen to that girl in Jesus' name. But if the girl venture if she misstepped, the result is usually not what we want to describe or wish on anybody. So I'm just saying this to buttress the fact that we have to teach our young girls in Nigeria the way these young little brat girls chase after money. The way they and their parents are the worst.
Her mama, wait, I think my mama was like the main madam behind that whole thing.
Exactly.
Like,
so
crazy.
I think of it a little bit differently. I don't disagree with the obvious. Of course, we have to teach young girls. I don't disagree with anything that's the obvious. If it's the obvious and it's not working, it just means there's always going to be girls like that, especially in a society where people are just hungry. We talked about that when we talked about Saida Borj. There's always going to be one of the oldest, what do you call it? Oldest profession in the world is Olosho. It is what it is. There's market for it. Right? I don't think when we're in a platform where we teach relationships that anybody benefit from re-emphasizing that we must go and teach Oloshos not to be Oloshos. I don't think anybody benefit from that. Maybe that's where I'm coming from. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think we're beating the dead horse. Right? If you look at how that girl responded to everybody that tried to drag him that had enough clout today, you will know that she's not going to listen to you. She knows exactly what she's doing. She too will collect in her own right when the time is right. I think the persons that should learn lessons in all of this is all of us that were here today. right? It's your choices are not that intentional. It's a function of your mindset. Those are the lessons. Your outlook on life will drive how you make choices. Telling yourself that you can make better choices is not good enough. If you notice that you've been making certain types of choices, you might want to look inward. Look at self. That's what we do here. Look at yourself. Why am I making why is it that it seems like I tend to attract the same type of people? If you come to me and generalize and you say there's a bunch of Oloshos around Nigeria, I'm going to look at you sideways. Where have you been hanging out? Because there's always been Oloshos and girls. Like, let's say a man comes to me and says, I'm 65, but all these girls tend to take my money and then take advantage of me. Tell me more. Right? Let's say you come to me. If you remember, I will continue to re-emphasize until we get it. Because honestly, I need more people teaching this stuff, right? If you remember, I'll say, who should make the changes? The person who is complaining. That's not to drag them. That's not to shame them. It's to empower them. If you can complain, you have power. You have leverage. If all we're talking about is just emotional based, verbal based, right? You have power. You have leverage. Let us show you where you might be missing it, especially if you, the one that's very easy to see yourself as the victim, if you can complain, good. Let's help you. Let's help you see it a little bit differently. Make some better choices. You're not making bad choices because you're a bad person. That is an oversimplified version of what's actually happening. It's never really that simple. It's not that simple. It's a mindset thing. It goes beyond your conscious mind. It's subconscious. Everybody else can teach you. They can teach you what not to do. Let's say that. That's fine. I'm just saying. I think it's beating a dead horse. Teaching people not to be Yahoo boys. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, don't be a Yahoo boy. Okay, good. I will never disagree with that. I think those are the obvious. And I think we still need people teaching that. I just come from a different angle, which is, hey, why you keep coming about, why are you talking about Yahoo boys all the time? Is your money being stolen? Let's help you protect yourself. And if you're not careful, before you realize it, as I'm talking analyze issue, while you start to pick side already by yourself, you are pushing me to the other side. Me, there's no sides. Okay? There's only two sides. Loser or winner. That's the reality about life. That's the reality. That's the reality. Nations. There are losing nations and there are winning nations. States. Some nations make more money than others. Some they manage their money better. They manage their resources better. As an individual, what are your resources? First, your mindset. Your mindset. Don't wait until it's too late before you know that. At least know it now at the back of your mind so that when you need it, you will find it useful later on. Chinye, talk to me. Give me your last words.
Well, my last word is just that, as women, we need to, first of all, I appreciate all that we are learning from your show. I've learned a lot, and my should I call them cohorts?
What's that?
I'm saying the rest of the Prestige fam,
right.
Especially in the backstage.
The rest of us.
Yeah, we're also learning a lot from these. There are definitely some things that we didn't know how to handle better than we know now. So it's just a matter of just continuing to be better so that we don't find ourselves in these type of situations, so that we can smell a rat miles away and know not to even be involved in that. No matter how shiny, blingy things might be looking, but to know when to say, nah, let me dodge this bullet real quick.
Yeah, us. We need to be winning. Prestige family. Anybody who is a part of Prestige family will win. We win. And no, we don't want other people to lose, but they will anyway. They'll be losers.
We win and we move.
We move. Thank you, Jarichi. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You.
All right. So Beyond Brave, shout out to you. You've engaged me so much today. She said, Mr. Ola, you might to explain discrete logic. Black and white. Black and white. Black and white. If you tend to see life as black and white, you go collect. It's just not. All right. Or it must be a yes, or it's just not. Okay. There's all kind of shades in between. There's nuances in life, so we kind of like have to pay attention to that. Okay. So now when we say that, it's very easy to now, catch ourselves. How do you say that? You say like, but you said there's no black and white, but then you say winner or loser. That's why we need context. That's the whole point. It depends on what we're talking about. It depends on that's why you have to bring it down to case by case by case. So the easiest way for me to do that, I said, tell me the story. I need specifics. You don't have to tell me personal stuff, but a little bit beyond just it's either you're on Olosho or you belong in church. Like, no, there's in betweens. There are people that like their wife to have a little Olosho vibe, and there's people like that like some stuff in between, right? But just in general, I'm massively pushing against what we have learned that has not worked, that tends to be black and white. I'm pushing against that. Okay, and even at that, you can see like gotcha, and I will accept it. I was like, fine. However, let's find a common ground, right? Because afterward, there's a reason why we can relate, and that's why we're here. So it's what it is. I usually listen to the background. I know Beyond Brace. I actually thought you were somebody else before. I know your name very well. Thank you so much for being here. This was the longest live word on MOP. It was long. It was kind of long. So tomorrow we'll try to keep it short. Promise. 7 to 9 tomorrow. We'll be back here. 7 to 9. We have to keep talking about this stuff. We have more people to help. Help me hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified. Shout out to Brother Ben, Okubendo, my guy. Thank you so much for coming up. Hopefully you've been enlightened, educated. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Hi, I'm Lola.
And this is Ola from Man of Prestige.
Did you know that nearly 50% of marriages end in divorce?
Studies also show that children raised in two-parent households tend to thrive.
If you're struggling in a broken relationship or marriage, you're not alone in facing these challenges.
But having a solid support system is crucial. We offer evidence-based relationship and marriage resources and coaching to help you navigate the difficult times.
Don't just wing it. Learn the principles that work.
Download our 2 free books and book your complimentary coaching session now at manofprestige.com.